with the rest of you guys. So, whenever you're ready to start.
Actually, I start right now.
We are starting. Oh, but I don't have any pants on.
Do you ever have pants on?
Of course not.
Of course.
It's a Shendu off the books and off camera.
Oh boy.
Sexy time with Shendu.
And there goes our monetization. New record. 10 seconds.
Yeah, really.
Oh, my ding ding dong.
And there's a content strike.
Yeah, really. Like, so the context.
Yeah, anyway, sorry, enough of that. But Ty, if you're ready to actually start.
Oh boy. Last time we finally confronted
Marvis.
Thank you, Marvis, and arrested him. And now we found out that Christopher, his brother, is going to raise an army at some point in time. So Romic is getting ready to defend. Well, that's it for now. Victor is going to help for an assassination, to prevent an assassination. And, well, yeah. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Well, I suppose Bazak is at the inn making food for the homeless. I suppose passing out food at like a local soup kitchen down in the ghettos when I make some. That's pretty much all he'd be doing in his downtime until something acquires his attention. So let me go and do a profession cook role, I suppose.
All right.
It's like, what is the...
It's the greatest meal that these poor fucks have ever had in their lifetime.
And everything will taste bland and sad.
Yeah, really.
For all time, anything they eat beyond this point in their lives would be a sad, sad example of what they once had.
How many just died of heart attacks when trying this?
So you do watch HO Bridge.
I am the food giver.
Oh boy.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing until something acquires my attention.
The
rest of you, do your thing.
Remy, do you just happen to walk down the street by any chance?
Sure.
What's Remy doing, Jimpan?
Performing.
Okay. While you're performing, hit the reflex check.
The reflex.
Oh no! Not a reflex for Remy! She's gonna die.
It's not like she's a dex-based character.
I know, but just for saying.
She'll just ninja and disappear.
What do I roll?
Reflex.
Reflex.
Yeah, it's
Come
just
on, Jim, man. Don't tell me you don't know how to do a reflex check. What's your reflex bonus?
10.
Then roll a d20 plus your plus 10. That's your reflex thing. You got a 15.
All right, you just enough to dodge the arrow that was pretty much thrown through the window.
Holy shit.
Somebody threw an arrow instead of shooting it.
Someone shot an arrow. Sorry.
And then you see Vicar walk by the window eating a sandwich.
No.
No.
What a
No,
douche.
Vikram's not there.
Nope. I'm currently in the Darklands, doing shit.
So anyway, we should actually let Jimpan play.
I'm trying to see who there was, if I can find him.
Well, the last clue is that obviously they were outside. If obviously. So you're going to step outside?
Yeah.
All right, while you step outside, what is the slip spell again? The grease spell?
Grease spell. It's like a reflex save, I think.
Yeah, because now you're gonna need another one.
Now the effects.
Okay, that's okay. You notice the grease just in time. Now you have one more reflex save because the last time you look up, you also fire a fire arrowhead toward the grease as well.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, you're gonna take at least. I would say, yeah, you're going to take at least D10 damage.
So 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
My first damage.
They cinched the kitty.
Ah.
He now smells like burning cat hair.
Hey. Anyway, you just hear the things going and saying, "We failed. Retreat for now." And well, and they left to retreat.
Holy fuck. See,
Alright, while Remi's trying to look to what the next step is, what's Samuel doing?
A quick question: like, what's the general shape of the city? Is it kind of like how we left, or is there like some damage?
There's been a lot. There's been pretty much most repaired since the damage from all that.
All right, I'm gonna head to to the brewery and or at least what's left of it if it's been destroyed.
No, it's alright. It's alright.
There may have been uncontrollable riots, but they knew don't touch the brewery.
Pretty much.
All right. So I go into the brewery. How does it look? Not very damaged at all.
Singed, but singed, but easily repaired.
Right. I'm gonna go into his father's office.
All right, you go into the father's office.
I assume it's empty and that no one is there.
No one's there.
Good. Let's see.
Does your father's office have a window by any chance?
It probably would have a window, yes.
Roll for reflex. No. Yeah. As you notice the arrow just in time, you unfortunately hit it right into the chest.
Oof. What a dick.
I'm only being nice because they're setups and not actual combat.
I'm just saying, what a dick. Someone using a fucking trap arrow against this guy?
Right, so how much damage did I take? Oh,
7, yeah.
All right. All right. Okay. I'm going to go up to the window and like try and see like roughly where the arrow came from. Perception.
All right.
I was asking if you want me to roll the perception.
Yeah.
What is my perception? That is.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Do I see where that came from?
Yeah, you see it come from all the way. Well, you see it come from at least. Well, let me see the best I could. At least 4, maybe 5 blocks down from the arrow, and whoever does it is already running.
All right. His office would be like on the 3rd floor, so jumping out would be a bad idea. But okay, like how close am I to like the building that's right next to it? Could I like maybe jump from my office onto a roof and try and chase?
You could go ahead, but about 10 feet away.
I'm guessing I'm kind of check what I need to jump onto that. Acrobatics?
Yeah.
Do I stick the landing or do I just fall off a roof?
You fall off a roof.
Oh. So that's be 2d6 damage, I guess I take.
Yeah.
You want to roll the damage or me?
You roll. Oh, damn.
Well, DR,
you just shut off like a bee sting, like, oh, this is no problem, though. I regrettably regret the arrow to get away.
Okay, I'm going to just try running on the ground roughly towards the area where he was going. It'll be probably less effective. Trying perception to go against after him.
Go ahead. Okay, you have study place of where he's going. And while you're at it, also roll a trapboard perception roll.
Roll another perception?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you just noticed the grease trap just in time.
I run around it, try to keep running.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're going to run around it before he starts a fire arrow.
So roll another perception to get away, reflex to avoid that.
Yeah. You go around, but unfortunately you're slowed down by the fire. And worse now, the fire department is coming in as well.
Yeah, that's be an interesting sight. An angry dwarf that's on fire running. Someone vandalized a brewery. They must pay.
There's only one thing worse than a barbarian dwarf. A barbarian dwarf on fire.
Oh boy.
So, what's my damage?
Oh no. 6.
Alright. So it took 4 because of DR?
Yeah.
I'm still giving chase. He also singed my beard.
At this point, you run into Remy, who at this point also is about to let's just say almost have. Oh, yeah. At this point, you also run into Remy.
Hey, Remy, chasing douche.
Oh.
Want to follow?
Yeah. Okay. I'll help you.
Let's go.
Okay.
You want to do me to do another perception check to try and maybe get an idea of like roughly where, if I could see them, or maybe some evidence of where they were going?
Sure.
They went that way.
Yeah, that's not good. You want to try perception, Remy?
I can try, but I will fail. I won.
It would probably be better than what I rolled.
Nope.
Yeah, they're gone. The only thing you know is that it was.
Wait, hold on. You only get a +1 perception?
Uh,
Wow.
I just kept putting points into that every single time I leveled up. Because it'd be just this one moment, like today, when I needed it.
The only thing that the only thing you know in common is that one of them was a female and one of them was a male.
Alright, so who had the female and who had the male?
Samuel for female and Remy for the male.
Yeah, they got away.
yeah. Fuck.
Alright. Were we also able to make out like anything else, like if they were wearing like iconography or anything?
They're
Or
too.
they, like-
Their shots were so too far away. It was almost impossible not to see them.
So basically, they very well could have just been wearing street clothes, and we could.
Exactly.
All right.
Too bad you don't have a ranger there who can track people.
Yeah, really.
Or a rogue.
Or a road that can easily catch up to them. Yeah, I know, really.
I know. It's like he designed it so that you didn't have to.
Yeah, really.
We were doing so good.
Yep. And then the ranger had to go do some shit, and the rogues are, I don't know, making more hammocks.
Yeah.
I was cooking for the poor. I don't know what Daniel was doing. He never said.
Those hammocks and stuff that I've been making with the twine, I've been handing them out to the poor.
Yeah, it's almost as if
So I
it's,
suppose we'd be together then.
yeah.
Within the same area somewhere.
Do I smell this cooking?
Well, do you smell his cooking?
Give me a smell check.
What
You
would be a
can't have-
smell check?
I want a smell check.
That'd be perception, technically.
Like a fucking bloodhound.
I'm like, wait, this is the best cooking I ever had. Let me go over there. Maybe that's what Prasad is, and then explain the situation.
Hey, it would make sense.
Yeah, really.
He did roll a 19 to find my cooking. Depending on where the ghetto is in relation to where he is, he might find it.
So after
It
some,
would depend on your layout of your city, Ty.
all right. So let's just say this: after some bloodhound work, you eventually find the ghetto where Prasad and stuff went.
Here you are, little.
What's my
Here you are,
name?
little one. Here's some soup for you, and some soup for you, and some soup for you.
Hey, Pazak.
Everyone have a nice day. That's not the right voice for Zach. I'll get it back eventually.
Hey. So apparently we got attacked.
You did? What happened?
Well, I went to my father's brewery, like to see what its condition
Always
was.
the first mistake. That's what you get for being an alcoholic.
Well, someone tried shooting an arrow at me through my father's office window.
And then you killed him, right?
I tried to chase after him because it looked like he was about maybe 4 or 5 blocks away on a roof of another building. So I tried to jump through the office onto the nearby roof.
Uh-huh.
Didn't quite make it, so I tried chasing on the ground. Avoided a grease trap, but still
I'm gonna
kinda got
point
lit
at
on
one of the homeless people near me and just be like, "You, come here,
Yeah.
come here,
What is it?
come here."
What is it?
Did you heard about some kind of crazy people shooting fireballs at other people?
Oh, no. Well, other than the husband and wife assassin. That was husband and wife assassin, but I haven't served them in years.
Okay.
Wait, you served with him?
Yeah,
No, I haven't served them. No,
I'm
not
gonna
sorry.
do a 21 knowledge local check. I'm gonna ask around the ghetto because homeless people know homeless street people know way more than half of what's going on in the city anyway.
They're like invisible ears. They hear everything.
As I learned in my many years, the Dralafa called or known as the unseen. They see everything, hear everything, but are never seen themselves. So 21 knowledge local to kind of just gather general information on where
Okay, like I said,
what might have happened and who was the perpetrator.
all right, like I said, it's a husband and wife assassin. No one's seen or heard them except right before they're getting ready to strike, and usually they miss almost none of the time. They usually have traps, set up poisons, and of course have a long range arrow to keep.
Which of course doesn't do shit against a angry dwarf and an agile kitty.
Oh yeah, is that arrow still in my chest?
Yeah.
Oh, kind of forgot about that.
I mean, I guess I could pry it out. I have an 8 heal.
Yeah. It's like a virtual. For the most part, anyone who pays his husband wife duel usually have to pay a lot of money in order to get them to go to work.
So they're very, very...
Who's really rich that you've pissed off lately, guys? Because apparently they don't like you.
Probably those Asmodean douches. Probably Bane. He was rich. Don't know if a Gavi would have been able to do anything. He seemed kind of like a meathead. More of a meathead than me.
Does my knowledge locals check? Does the 21 that I rolled a minute ago also provide me with information of where their whereabouts may be, or do you want me to do a separate check for that?
You could try to do a separate check, but you have to be a really sky high in order to get it off.
Well, I have a +10, so let's see how high we can take this.
You have to be a 35, and that is not a 35, so no.
I don't know where they are.
Pretty much, they shoot up, they shoot up, they get to work, and then they shoot back down before anyone even knows they're gone.
Well, I don't know how I can find them. But I do know how we could possibly lure them out. How do you feel about being bait?
Bait never does good when fishing. They always die.
Corkendo, hush!
Of the 4 or 5 days Vicar and Laura are gone, what day is this?
Day 2.
Day 2.
Okay.
So
Good
yeah,
luck, guys.
you probably will be in this story for a while.
That's fine. I got my side RP stuff, so.
That's what happens when you split the party.
Zach, I just had
So, okay, what's your thought?
Okay. You remember that guy you put the curse on that made him poor?
Yeah, I removed that curse a long time ago.
Is it possible somebody may have taken that curse off him and he's just pissed off and wants revenge on us?
Yeah, I took the curse off of him a while back.
Really? You took the curse that makes him poor off him?
Yeah, so it was part of a deal.
Yeah.
And if that was true, why would he be killing you?
Probably because I wouldn't have sold the brewery. And technically, have to go through Archie and my father about that.
No. You don't understand. The guy I cursed, why would he be trying to kill you?
He'll be trying to get his master first.
Let me put this out again, one more time. The guy I cursed, why would he be trying to kill you? You see where I'm going here, Sam?
Yeah, he might put a bounty on Vikram's head because Vikram removed his hand.
You're not there. Shut up, disembodied voice.
Where did that voice come from?
Get out of my head!
Yeah, Sam just grasping his head saying, "Get out of my head, Vikram."
But I've already set up camp and everything.
Like I said, We could lure them out by setting a trap. What do you think?
I'd be up for it. How are we going to do it?
Fantastic. Let's go somewhere where they might want to kill you. Carkendall, thoughts, ideas?
It never works well for bait. They always die.
Besides that, we've already made the bait plan. Now, ideas for using the bait.
Technically, I'm the only one that's agreed.
Well, then we only need you. Remy, would you like to help us make a tastier bait out of Samuel?
Sure, I can use disguise.
Fantastic. You might want to disguise yourself.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I use disguise.
let's see, what spells do I have prepared? Mostly...
Okay. Disguise. Myself.
Hooray.
Oh.
Let me check the spell real fast. So, they attacked you where? At your brewery, and where did they attack you, Remy?
The bar in. At the inn.
At which inn? Exactly.
Here.
I assume Fire and Compass.
Yeah.
They attacked you on the Fire and Compass. That's terrible. Why would they do such a thing? Anyway,
They're assassins! That's why.
What we're gonna do, because I don't want to lure assassins to my fucking church. So what we're gonna do, we should go back to your brewery and wait for them. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Carkendall, I need lots of rope and twine when we get there.
Huh?
Okay, but quick question. If he got shot at our inn, could it also be against our inn itself, and they just don't want customers going into our inn?
But then why would they attack him at the brewery? I believe that someone is disliking either them specifically or our group in general, and are attacking us, targeting us specifically.
Yeah.
So why weren't we attacked?
That's a good question. I don't know. Hence why I think it might have something more to do with them than us.
I know, but I'm just...
Quiet, disembodied voice of God.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone's God. No one's talking to you. Perhaps if we continue down this path, the guidance of Villa Aria, the great sojourner, will guide us to the right answer.
Yeah.
Forward onto the breach.
This is the Destined Hotline. How may I be assisted? Villa Aria is now a subsidiary of Destined Enterprises.
Yes.
So the four of you go marching over to the end.
So I have the ability to craft traps. I'm going to use the various rope and twine that Daniel's character grants to me. And I'm going to make several different types of traps. I'm going to make some snare traps, some tripwire traps, and some netting traps. I'm going to put them all over all of the entrances, the windows, the doors, and all that all over the building, awaiting for them to attempt to sneak in. What time of day is it right now, Bob?
At this point, it's about 11. Well, assassins only strike at night, so it's about 8-9 o'clock at night.
All right. So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to disappear into the shadows and await for them to arrive, not inside the building, on another building's rooftop across the street. I also want to point out that I'm going to put on the Plague Doctor's mask because I'm going Bat Raven mode. Bat Raven. So that is a 32 to make those traps.
Okay.
On every door, every window, every entrance into that building. So if anyone attempts to sneak into that building, they're going to get hit with snares, tripwires, and nets and whatnot.
All right.
Samuel and Remy, I would suggest you being inside the building.
Okay.
Carkendall, you can decide where you wish to be.
I am on a roof across the street watching you do all of this.
Fantastic. And when I'm done with that, I will try and disappear into the shadows on a different roof than Carkendall, so we're not in the same location. So I shall roll my stealth check.
Yeah, I was about to say you have to roll stuff.
28.
Just good enough to stay hidden.
And I will then await for the arrival of these assassins for their second attempt to kill my friends. So I will do a perception check of 28. Thank God for high modifiers.
Yeah,
I'm rolling
really.
like shit. An 8 and a 5. But I have a 20 and 23 bonus. So anyway, a 28 to hide and a 28 for perception to attempt to see the unseeable.
All right. The good news is that.
Hold on, we gotta wait for Daniel's stealth.
All right.
Stealth 23, perception 36.
All right. So the stuff is 23, correct?
Stealth is 23.
Okay. So the good news is that Remy and Samuel are nice and safe in the building. The bad news is, Carkendo, you make a stealth check.
I did, 23.
No, I meant the assassin see you.
Okay.
So what do you want him to do about it?
Do I
What's
see
happening
them?
as a result?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, we did.
36.
36.
Oh, I'm
I have
sorry.
28.
Okay, my bad.
You
Yeah,
look high.
I'm sorry. Anyway, just before you turn around, you see the assassin lining up his shot towards you.
Okay.
So what are you gonna do? You gonna chase around? You gonna what?
Is Carkendall the only one that sees it, or does Zoc see this as well? Hidden in his shadows.
He sees it.
So I see him.
Yeah, he sees him.
Okay, well, I would like to make a sneak attack against the assassin. Daniel, what would you like to do?
I'm going to be doing a admonishing ray.
Cool. Now, this is on a different roof, so I'm not close enough for a melee attack, but I do carry.
Yeah, because at least 2 to 3 blocks away from there, at least for that point.
Okie dokies. Well, I'm going to roll my attack. Daniel, go ahead and do his.
Does that hit their touch AC?
Yes, it does. So.
And that one, I'm assuming, also does too.
Does 18 and 24 hit their flat-footed AC?
24 hits the foot. 24 is a flat-footed. 18 just misses.
Damn. Okie dokies. Well, that's a D6 for. Let's see, 1d6 for the bow, combined with my sneak attack. So that's plus 6d6. 25.
Ouch! So
Carkendall hits him for 15 non-lethal. I hit him for 25 lethal.
either way, the asset. Yeah.
Give me 1 second, because even if it doesn't kill him, this is a trip attempt also, because I have toppling ray with this.
Knock him on his ass, Daniel. Knock him on his ass.
In response, you apparently see the other assassin go down. It's like, damn it! Like, damn it! Sorry, my female voice.
It's fine.
Do either one of those hit its CMD, Ty?
Yes, of course.
Then it goes flat on his back as an admonishing ray hits him in the face.
All right. Now,
Is he still alive or unconscious?
he's unconscious, and the female assassin jumps down, starting to ring, and tries to disappear.
I will attempt to follow her while giving a high pitch Well, technically I can't whistle. I don't have lips. So I will go caw caw as I fly down to the ground, just whoosh, to try and alert Samuel and Remy, and then we'll attempt to chase after her. So
It's the bat signal. Let's go.
All right, Ty.
The-
I use my
Right.
teleportation skill to teleport 10 feet in front of her.
Now trying to figure out what's teleportation would get work.
My domain teleportation. I can do up to 100 feet. So I doubt she can outmaneuver me.
Assuming you saw where she went, though.
Yeah.
Hence why I was doing the perception check to see if I could spot her the way she went. So 29 to see where she went.
She went into one of the college. She went into one of the.
32 perception.
I think we found out where she went. And I think we're about to sandwich her between us.
She went into one of the colleges and is attempting to, well, let's see what's happened. She went to one of the colleges. You went to college and you found out it's a homeless shelter. So who knows where is it going to be?
I'm gonna run in there. I assume Karkendall's also had teleported in there as well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a sense motive check on the homeless around me to attempt to see through any form of disguise that she may be wearing and try and read her body language. I'm looking for someone who looks nervous or someone who looks like they were just doing a lot of heavy exertion, such as running. Someone who doesn't look like they belong. Let me get my sense motive here. 21. 33 sense motive to pick out someone who doesn't belong.
You see a woman. You see a woman trying to back far, far away from the area.
I run over to her and I immediately cast. I'm gonna slap her across her face and cast Bestow Curse on her. I need a will save.
Oops, sorry. That does it. Ah.
So hold on. Yeah. That was your total.
Yeah.
Fuck. My DC was 17. Well, that didn't work. Daniel, would you like to try something? 'Cause that was my turn.
Has Sam and Remy like caught up to them? Or
Yeah.
Yeah,
By now you call up to them and you're starting to see the separation going.
all right, can we see the assassin?
You see the one assassin. The other assassin is head down.
Okay, on the one.
So they saw the one that we took out, but they don't know where we are at this exact moment since we're inside a building.
Exactly.
So Daniel, what are you doing?
I'm going to swing my arm around, snapping a finger, and launching 2 more of my admonishing rays with toppling effect.
Out of curiosity, does admonishing ray make like a noise or anything?
Nope. It's silent. Holy shit!
What the fuck?
Fucking crit!
Does 23 confirm a crit with admonishing ray? And does an 18 hit touch?
Yes.
Which
Yeah.
means you confirm the crit if 18 hits, then 23 hits. Roll critical damage! Roll critical damage!
Critted?
Mm-hmm. Magic is a ×2 crit, natural 20.
So 44. And does either one of those hit its CMD?
First one.
Then she goes
Boom.
face first down as an admonishing ray hits her.
And while she's on the ground, I'm going to jump on top of her and pin her to the ground. Craig, get the rope! Get the rope! Get the rope!
I have the rope. I have the rope. You do.
And rope comes out.
And we tie her up.
Alright, she's tied up.
And I'm going to gag her because I don't want to listen to her at the second.
She still be conscious?
She's definitely unconscious.
Oh, she's definitely unconscious. Oh, fantastic.
No one runs from me. I am like a manhunter. No one.
Bat Raven, away! And I put her on my shoulder and I disappear. I'll let Carcendo get the other one since it's back up on the roof.
Out of curiosity, are the assassins like wearing a mask?
Yes.
Well, since Sam and Remy came across the unconscious one outside, we decided just to tie him up.
Yeah.
And let's Scooby-Doo this and rip the mask off to see who it was.
Who was it? Was
Trying
it
to do that in the
Simpkins?
brewery, but okay. Because I'm heading back to the brewery.
Okay, do
And
we see
I
them
would
come out
like
of the
to
building?
try and see if I can find where Samuel and Remy are. I get to see them tie.
Yes, you do.
I shout up to them like, "Oi! Bring them down here and get back inside."
All right, all right.
Okay.
I shoulder Chuck and bring him follow.
You shoulder chuck him.
Alright. As to bring the assassins inside, the only one you recognize is Remy. Because, believe it or not, it's
He
the
was the
record.
assassin?
Oh my god!
No, I meant Remy is the only one that recognizes them. Because she's the record producer logo she spoke to earlier.
Remy, is something you wish to share?
The other two, I have no clue what she wants for obvious reasons.
You mean other three?
Well, yeah.
There's 4 of us there.
Yeah. No, like the 2 assassins. One of them looks like the record producer logo. The other one, of course, is no one says anything now.
Right, so still masked? Or is the female been unmasked?
Oh, well, okay, I'll rip her mask off too.
Yeah, no two what she is.
But anyway, Remy, something you wish to share? I saw a light of recognition in your eyes.
I say who it was, or at least what I know.
What the fuck did you just say?
I say
Yeah.
I say everything I know about him, and not much.
He gave you a card and wanted you to do freaky dances. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, Samuel, I'm gonna hand you this one. I hand him the man. I say, I want you to take him to another room.
Okay.
Keep an eye on him.
Oh, absolutely. Right.
In the meantime,
and bring him to another room.
We're gonna interrogate this one first. We're gonna interrogate them separately. So we can confirm any stories they might.
Say. Yeah.
Should I get the boards, the belts, and the barrels of alcohol?
I will go into the kitchen and grab a plate, a knife, and a fork.
So,
Well,
I'm
this
going
got
to take
dark.
the female and I'm going to go slap, 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 and wake her up.
Ugh.
I'm going to cast Create Water into her face. Wake up, bitch!
Well, what's the best way I could tell you? What's the best way I could describe is that do a perception.
I don't know. What is the way you wish to describe it, Ty?
You know what? I'll just give you a free one. As you splash water on her face, you notice something missing, namely her tongue.
Huh. That's weird. Samuel, can you bring that other one back in here?
Okay, boss. I kind of like bounce off him.
I open his mouth and I look inside.
Does he have a tongue?
Yes, he does.
Fantastic. Okay. Swap them. You take this one, and we'll take the one that still has a tongue.
Okay.
And we'll call back to you, and we'll talk to you in a second.
All right, carry the chick brattle style into the other room.
Slap, slap, slap. Wake him up. Throw water in his face. Create water.
Oh, what do you want?
I want to have a chat. My name's Fazak. What's your name?
Eddie or Andrew or Jason, I forget. Or maybe it was Steven. Who knows?
I'm going to create. I'm going to cast create water, but I'm going to have it as a small, slow drip, and I'm just going to hold my hand above his head as it drips, 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 drips on top to his head while I'm talking to him. So, what's your name again, Steven? I mean, what should I call you? Drip, 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 drip.
I don't know. I think the last
Drip, 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 drip.
Kazan, that's not how you do it. Let me show you. And I'm going to take the cloth, put it over my ears, step outside. I'm going to set the plate down, take the cloth.
We're going to fucking Ace Ventura this shit.
Ear so I don't have to hear this as much. I'm going to sit in here with him for about 10 minutes. When I'm done, he will want to talk. Setting the plate on the ground, putting the knife and the fork on there, and
I'm going to take some cloth and I'm going to wrap it around Remy's ears, knowing that catfolk have more sensitive hearing.
And then I'm going to scrape it across the plate, creating that horrid, wretched noise of fingernails on the chalkboard. And I'm going to do this for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I will stop and go, now, you will tell, or I will do this for an hour. I don't have to hear it. You do.
Roll an intimidation check.
Hold on, wrong.
So anyway, I'm like outside I'm outside that room in another room with like my hands pulling Remy's ears so they don't start bleeding. Because cat folks have really good hearing.
God damn it, make it
shit.
God damn it, make it stop! Make it stop!
Make it stop! Like Clockwork Orange. Make it stop! Make it stop!
Now, my friend will come back in here and ask you questions. If he doesn't like the answers, you're going to get to spend an hour with me. Shall we begin?
Jesus Christ, man, just fucking waterboard me.
Are you sure
you just torture me like a normal person? Why would you be annoying?
Are you sure this is the good guys?
Technically, we have not harmed him, so it's not really so much as torture as it's just irritating him until he wants to talk.
Because the whole idea is, I could torture you, I could do anything I want to do, no one will get you to talk. Client confidentiality.
You sure I can't get you to talk?
What the, as long as it doesn't then
Was that in character, or did you just have another stroke tie?
It was in character. Like, I hate that noise sometimes.
Skeeky, 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 skeeky.
You get to tell my friend everything you know. And I'm going to wave Karkin or Pazak to come in.
I shall re-enter the room.
Whether
Remy comes in with me with her ears still stuffed with cotton is up to her. Alrighty. I'm going to slide over a chair and I'm going to sit down. Why don't you have a seat? Oh, wait, you're already sitting on the floor. Fantastic. Anyway, I have some questions. First, let's start with what your name is.
All right. My name is Michael.
Fantastic, Michael. Can I call you Mike? I'm going to call you Mike. Anyway, Mike, who hired you, and why are you trying to kill my friend Samuel and Remy? Yeah, we fucking Ace Ventura him.
Oh boy. I was hired by a third party who, let's just say, doesn't want anyone to know about it. And, well, I was assassinated to tell all of you guys.
And you did it to pick me first. I feel insulted. I cast create water on his head.
Well, of course. Of course, we're only saying one at a time. We see
says, well, I'm just dumping like fucking 8 gallons of water on his head.
I'm like, we seen what you did with groups. So I figured we figured why not attack one at a time?
Well, that is an interesting idea. But here's another idea. Who hired you?
I cast detect magic just to make sure there's nothing magical on him.
No magic other than the teleport rings that were used to get away.
I take it off.
Yeah.
You know, in hindsight, we probably should have checked for that sooner.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daniel. I didn't think about that. Anyway, so
then I go do and cast
who's
detect
the
magic on
person
the
you
other one
hired?
too, and take anything they have magical.
Funny, who else is watching him again?
Right now, for the man, Karkendall, Remy, and Bazak have. The female is in another room with Samuel, and he's currently sitting on it.
Oh, that's right. Oh, wait. No, that
And I'm
doesn't
gonna go over
matter.
to where Sam's at and cast detect magic to look for any magical items and take any of them.
Yeah,
It's
it's
actually
fun.
sitting on the guy.
Yeah, funny about that. Seems that you woke her up. She also used a teleport ring, and poof, it's gone.
Oh, shit.
Theoretically, if Samuel is still touching her, does he teleport with her?
Do I teleport away with her?
Just asking out of curiosity.
I don't
That's how it
know.
works.
No, teleportation, it has to be a willing, and if it's not willing, there's a will save to avoid it.
And of course, you have
Okay.
to actually want them to come with you.
Yeah.
Well, of course they don't. So
Oh, wait, so I don't have to
So
make
the
the
woman
will
gets
save.
away.
Yeah, you fall
So you
flat on
go
your
from
ass.
sitting on her to sitting on the floor, and you're just like, what happened?
yeah,
Samuel's like, oh my god, I squished her into nothingness.
pretty much just that. Yeah, pretty much just as Karkendall was walking into the room, boom, gone.
Could you just imagine if somehow I end up getting teleported with her? That would definitely be a heck of a separation of party.
Yeah.
Well, then Samuel will probably also turn them into, well, ground beef would probably be an efficient term to use.
But anyways, since Bazak doesn't know what's happened, Bazak's going to continue talking to him. So,
Yeah, we'll get back to me and Sam later.
Yeah.
What's the name of the person that hired you?
They were. Well, of course, you calling that the underground so much. Do you honestly think that someone's going to hire them too much?
He kind of has a point.
I'm sorry, Ty, could you repeat that? I didn't quite catch that.
He was saying, like, who would hire an assassin if they reveal their clients?
Exactly.
That is an interesting response. Here's my counter response. I pick up the plate and I grab the fork and the knife. Remy, you might want to walk outside.
Sam's eyes opened in fear.
Not in the room. We're in a different room, Samuel.
I'm out. Gone.
Like
Again, what's his name?
I'm serious. Like, oh God, I am serious.
1 hour later.
What is his name?
Like, no one is going to go in his name. All is just an alias.
why didn't you just say his alias? You could have saved us like 10 minutes.
I don't know. Like I said, you weren't the understand them much. So of course you figured that,
Just answer the question!
Hey, Pazak, I
Yeah?
got a problem.
What's the problem?
She left.
What do you mean she left?
She teleported away.
Damn it, Sam, weren't you sitting on her?
Yes.
I guess there's no more honor among thieves. I guess she abandoned him. I guess he's ours now.
We'll get to that in a second. First off, answer the first question, then we'll move on to another question.
let me see now.
Mikey boy, come on. Name, alias, description. Was it fucking Georgie, for God's sakes?
No. He's like, I don't know.
Who hired you?
I don't know, about 6'3", 200 pounds.
He
About
had this like dopey looking face, slightly shortish brown hair.
no, actually,
really nice armor.
Actually is really thin and pretty much, well, really thin.
So not athletically muscular, knight looking guy.
No.
Did he look kind of like, was he a really thin guy who wore robes and had like shortish brown hair similar to that of Marvis? Yeah.
No.
Did he have an amulet of Asmodeus on him? Or some form of holy symbol of worship?
He has a holy symbol. Of course, I don't ask of what his holy symbol is. Remember, I hired an assassin. Of course, I'm going to have any details of any sort.
Okay, next question. Where's your friend go?
My friend.
Yeah, she left you.
The one that teleported, the one without the tongue. Where would you teleport? Where would she have gone?
I don't know. It's 100 feet away, so whoever 100 feet away, including outside the city if necessary, that's where she gets to get safe. At least until she can pick me up and save you.
Well, one got away, unfortunately, so our trap only worked 50% effectively. Unfortunately, 100 feet in any direction is really far. Because we don't know which direction she went, and there's only 4 of us here. Unfortunately, we don't have Vikrin to help track them, because Vikrin ran off somewhere. Wherever he could be, I have no idea. Darn that dark elf.
Yeah, but the problem is he still couldn't do anything. 100 feet without a starting point, and that's assuming minimum. If the ring had any or the ability to teleport is like mine, you could get up to 3,000 miles away, and you can't track that.
That is true, but we would have had a better chance at it. I am not a tracker, but I can check some contacts. I'm going to go and, unless we have any more questions for this guy, anybody else want to ask anything before I run off and do other stuff?
Yes. Does he look like a bitch?
Shut up, you're not there.
What's the bounty on our head anyway?
How much were it worth?
Oh wow.
Like, technically, that is a question you can't answer. It's not giving any indication.
Yeah, that is true. Okay.
Unless, of course, he does different pricing for different people, and in which case he probably wants to keep that under wraps. He doesn't want to discuss contract.
No,
pricing.
I was like, okay. For Vikrin and Samuel, I say maybe about a couple thousand gold. Actually, no.
So about 2,000 gold for the dark elf and the dwarf. Okay.
Is that together or separate?
Separate.
So 2,000 each.
Yeah.
How much was Remy worth?
Remy, he said, as long as I can sell her to slavery, I'll be fine.
So
How much?
So
About
that would depend on the negotiations he could get with the slaver.
Yeah.
So that's an open-ended pricing.
Yeah. As far as Cargendo and annoying bastard that's annoying or Prasad, I guess.
That's me!
She says,
Look, you get a title, not a name.
Yeah, he has a whole description for me. Come on, big money, come on! How much am I worth?
she says, name your price, minimum 5,000 gold.
Is that
Ooh!
each
He gave
or
him
together?
a big check for us. That's a great high five.
Is that together or separate?
Separate.
Separate.
Woohoo!
So he got 2 blank checks for us.
Oh,
Because
so
they
the
can't
guy
do
that's
that
been
for who we
basically killing everything gets only 2,000. The guys who've been killing everything get only like 2,000 gold.
Yet we're the ones that are pissing him off and annoying him.
Yeah, pretty much.
True.
You know, I'm the one that called him Georgie and meat spinned his lieutenant like every time. So I mean, come on.
Oh, what the? Just out of curiosity, what was the offer for the paladin?
She hasn't, because he has no other PRW paladin yet. He hasn't. The bounty hasn't come in for it yet.
Yep.
In other words, she hasn't traveled with us long enough to become a target yet.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. Anyway, night, and I knock him out.
You also stumble across a picture of Aldora, and she's worth like 25,000 gold as well.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yep. I think he
I'm
was
all in those pockets. Is there anything about Minerva in here?
No, not yet.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go to I'm going to deposit this guy with the local authorities.
Out of curiosity, was the princess also counted on that?
Not.
Well, technically, she was in disguise the entire time she traveled with us. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have her disguise thing about 25,000 gold, but
so we have a bounty for her disguised persona, not her actual.
Probably
yeah,
a couple hundred gold, maybe 1,000 gold, since she traveled but then disappeared for a time, and she's only considered an apprentice.
Yeah, exactly.
She didn't do anything all that spectacular, and Aldara is a traitor, so that's why she got it.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go deposit him at the local authorities, unless we still want to keep him for whatever reason, guys. Yes, no.
Yeah.
Well, we need somebody to carry shit.
Not talking to you. You're not there.
Punch him out.
Did he have any money on him? Did he? Because we should have asked what his payment stop. Was it half up front, half
Yeah,
later?
did he get any up front?
Yeah.
Regardless, I'm gonna hand him to Karkindo and say, "Okay, you deal with it," and I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, but obviously he doesn't carry it on his job, so he has the minimum. So he has the minimum amount just to make sure that hey, I could get away with this without dispensing anything.
What about looting his gear?
One probably longbow, and various arrows of poison, regular arrows, fire arrows apparently because he has a bunch of those. Holy arrows and ice arrows.
I'll give all those arrows to Vikrin. He could probably make use out of them.
He's not here yet, so
When
hold
we
on.
next see him. Yeah, I'll take the bow, because I don't know bows. They're sticks that make stick go. Anything else on him?
Nope.
Alrighty.
Then we'll cart his ass off to jail.
I shoulder chuck him. Where to? So where to,
prison.
Mac? Got it.
Yeah.
I guess to prison.
Alright, taking him to the prison.
Alright, so while you have him go, Bazak, you obviously arrive at the
I
Thieves
disappear
Guild.
into the shadows of 38 stealth.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I typed in a minute ago, I'm going to go to the inn that had connections to the Thieves Guild, and I'm going to do some information gather.
Alright.
I'm going to contact whoever may be there that I can find, and I'm going to essentially ask the question: did a tongueless woman come to you wanting to disappear? Because this is something the Thieves Guild would do. I'm looking for a tongueless woman who may have wanted to disappear very quickly.
Unfortunately, no.
Well, can you perhaps make a tongueless woman appear? I'm looking for her. She tried to kill a friend of mine. And I don't really like that.
Let me see. He gets up
We'll
and
get a good price in store for you if you can do it.
he gets up and walks over to Ging and, well, guess who?
Is that old lady from the Red Wolf again?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Why do you keep appearing?
Okay, I'll go talk to her.
Why are these voices keep appearing in our head?
Hey, I already set a base camp. I already set a base camp in your collective psyches. I'm not leaving anytime soon.
So you want a tongueless woman to appear?
More specifically, one that tried to assassinate a friend of mine. Not just any tongueless woman. This is some weird fetish hunting. I'm looking for a specific individual.
Angela Delo, of course.
So you know her? Yeah, we have her partner she'd used to try and kill us. My friends are dealing with him. I asked him questions. He didn't give me.
Then that's all you need. She's going sooner or
Don't
later.
tell me that those assassins that are like super in love with each other will do anything, including destroying and breaking the world and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Well, thank you for the information. Here's 100 gold.
Thank you. And good luck. You'll need it. Oh, and
I make my own luck.
Just a warning, she's not tongueless. She just hide her tongue.
How do you even... Okay, whatever. I asked the question, he goes, you know what, never mind, I'll figure it out.
My mind went to the gutter to try to answer that question.
Hey-o! Anyway, so Bazak's going to try and track down his buddies after doing that. I don't know, however long that took him to do. So, what's the rest of the group doing?
Well, I was bringing this dude to jail.
Alright, she's obviously going to jail.
Oh, and I may or may not have squeezed his hands as I was shoulder chucking him to bring him to jail. So
oh boy,
a finger or two.
Oh boy.
Oh, you held his hand. How sweet.
Alright, so he's obviously in jail. What's it going?
Well,
what are three of you doing?
And guys, what are you doing?
You're there too. What are you doing, asshole?
Well, once I do, I plan to go and try to find Bazak.
Okay.
So I guess eventually we find each other then.
Yep.
So when I finally do find them, I'm going to tell them, okay, so here's the information I got. One, apparently she's not tongueless. She can hide her tongue. I don't know how the fuck that works. And two, she'll probably eventually come back for her boyfriend, husband, lover, whatever the fuck it is. So we should probably keep an eye on him at the jail. So let's go.
Okay.
And I will turn back, and I will go back to the jail, and I will sit there and wait for her to show up.
Unfortunately, you have two problems.
Oh no! What are my two problems?
One, he's gone, and
wow, that was fast.
And two,
he was there for like what, 10 minutes?
And two, supposedly the jailers are now fighting you.
They're what? They're fighting us?
Yeah.
We're being attacked by the jailers.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch! They must have been Asmodeans. We should have checked them out. Okay.
No. What do you call it?
I will cast. I don't know. I guess we're on initiative then.
Depends.
Depends on what.
Damn it! I screw up. I screw up. Yeah, as you go to approach, it seems like they're hypnotized or something.
Oh. Dispel magic.
What's going on?
I have no idea what happened.
Well,
I have to actually roll a check for this. Hold on, let me look up.
all right.
Targeted dispel. One object, creature, or spell is the target of the dispel magic spell. You make one dispel check, 1d20 plus your caster level, and compare that to the spell with the highest caster level, DC 11 plus spell caster level. Sorry, DC 11 plus the spell's caster level. So however many caster levels are added into the spell, plus the, yeah. If successful, the spell ends. If not, compare the same result to the spell with the next highest caster level. Repeat this process to dispel one spell affecting the target, or you have failed to dispel every spell. Okie dokies. So let's see. Slash R 1d20 plus 10, because I'm a dash level 10. 16! Did that win?
Yeah.
Wow. It must be a really low caster level then.
Actually, is about to say caster level 20, but you'll go in there all day, so I'll give you a pass.
Okay.
Okay.
Fucking caster level 20. Holy shit.
No, not I meant caster level 10. My bad.
That's a 21 DC. That's still really high.
Yeah.
I do have 2 more castings of Dispel Magic if you want me to use them.
That would have been a 50-50 shot.
You know what? I'll cast it again.
Yeah, go ahead.
That time I got a 30.
Okay, now it's definitely broken up.
Poof!
What happened?
That's a good question. What did happen? What's the last thing you remember?
Let's see now. A wife walk into here and says, "I'm sorry, but I believe I've lost my husband right now." Then suddenly, next thing I know, she's setting him free. I don't remember what happened after that.
Did she tell you to hurt someone? To kill someone? Did she take all your money? Did she take your balls?
No. And only you guys, apparently, if you going out to fight out, going out to keep her husband apart again.
Well, I think
yeah, that's how the tongue was hidden, because she's basically exactly.
Hey, who's playing with the weird auras on the fucking
really
battle map? Whoever's been doing this has been doing this all day. Daniel, is it you? Anyway, so ideas. Anybody? I think we might want to inform the king about what's going on, or just disappear and get out of the city, where it's harder for her to sneak up on us. What do you guys think?
We should probably warn the king, because...
All right. Aldara is a target as well. We should probably go talk to her.
She's also the body... No, wait, that was Minerva's bodyguard of the princess.
Let's go to the palace.
Yeah, let's also go check Aldara out.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just rushing as fast as I can.
I shall follow quickly behind him, but I should do it in the shadows.
So clang, 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 clang,
clang. Pretty much.
28. Whoosh. As I stealthily sneak along beside him.
I stealth as well.
Clang, 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 clang to get to Aldara. Elder the king.
Friends. That's... Like, I'm surprised the guards have let you in at this time, but you say you had something important to tell me.
Well,
assassins.
Calm down. there have been some assassins that have been trying to kill us throughout the night. We wanted to check to make sure your daughter and more specifically Aldara are okay because apparently they're also targets. Well, one of them is. The other one could possibly become a target. We think the Asmodeans hire him. Possibly Georgie.
The door is fast. My daughter's fast asleep, and Aldara's.
And where's Aldara?
And Aldara is outside training at the moment.
Point me
Let's
in
go
her
make
direction.
sure she's still alive.
Point me in her direction. I'll jump out a window.
Wait, hold it. Isn't Aldara and the princess up in Wolf's Den with me?
Oh yeah, just thank you. I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So yeah,
They're not even in the capital. And
So, yeah.
we didn't exactly move in the normal way. We moved in the, hey, we're 4 people in robes moving to Wolf's Den.
so yeah, my
So as
daughter.
far as we know, the king actually said all that because he doesn't know. It's entirely possible. You guys just fucking vanished.
Possibly, yeah.
I think we'd say, hey, we're gonna be moving her somewhere safe.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
They're probably
So yeah, rewind. Oh yeah, isn't Adara and Adara in Wolfston somewhere?
Oh, well, if that's the case, then she's probably with Vikran, which means
they're probably fine.
they're never going to be found.
That's both good and bad.
They could disappear in the forest for
Assassins
years.
can't find them. But yeah, apparently there's this husband-wife combo assassin group trying to kill us. You know, nothing unusual. I mean, it's not the first time someone's tried to murder me. Whatever.
That's just because you're a lovable guy.
I am such a lovable person. I mean, he put pretty much a blank check bounty on my head. I mean, that's kind of flattering, I will say.
So
I mean,
if I
come
do
on.
it,
I mean, how often do you get a bounty on your head that's a blank check?
so if
You
I
just
do it, you'll
Putting
appreciate
zeros
me
until
more.
you say stop.
Oh boy.
Well, for your next birthday, I'll get you a blank check bounty.
For me, you shouldn't have. Anyway, we just wanted to check to make sure they were okay. We didn't know they had left.
No problem. Now, if you excuse me, I go back to bed.
And we will too.
Wait, can we just bust into his bedroom?
Yeah, we pretty much just like busted into his roll suites.
Right,
So, Pazak
fix
is going to
himself
return
up.
back to the Flower and Compass Inn. What about you guys?
gonna catch up to you.
We're only on day 3, correct?
Yeah.
We're on the second night,
End of night 2.
going into the
Yeah.
third day. So we haven't actually slept tonight yet.
I'm only about halfway through what I was doing, so... Yep, we'll be back for another 3 days.
Right, I follow behind them to get to it, but Remy helping me because he basically collapsed because he was out of breath.
Yeah, at this point, you just see the repair the window. But other than that,
So I'm going to go up to one of the rooms that I plan on staying in with Karkendall, of course. He and I stay together.
Aw.
Oh, yes, indeed. And we're going to go full paranoia on it. In fact, we're going to also invite Remy and Samuel into our bedroom to help protect them. The rest
And
of
then
the
we're gonna
night.
go double full paranoia.
Yes.
I'll
We're going to
pass out
actually,
on the
that's
door.
what we're going to do. We're going to invite them into our room and we're going to be like, okay, that's what we do every night. Observe. And then we put our security system in place. We're going to pick up the dresser, move it. We're going to move like the dresser wardrobe in front of the window like we always do. Tie the rope around the doorknob because the door opens into the hallway instead of into the room. So we're going to tie around the doorknob and we're going to tie that the other end of the rope around the foot of the bed, which is like on the other side of the room. I'm going to put a tripwire trap, like a tripwire in front of the door, so that if the door should somehow be forced open somehow, and they run in, they'll trip. And I'll also create a net trap above that area where they will trip and fall, so that it will fall on top of them. I'll roll trap checks for all of this in just a second. And I will also take some pillows and place them underneath the blankets to where it looks like there's somebody sleeping there. And I'm going to put a snare trap on that spot in the bed So that when someone tries to stab into it, the snare trap will snap around their wrist, and they'll get yanked up to the ceiling on a pulley system that I'll create. This is all using simple machines, so I don't really need a lot of materials to do all this. And then when I'm done with all that, I'm going to create a bunch of hammocks. Or Carkendall and I are going to create some hammocks.
I've got hammocks.
Yes, and we're going to suspend them from the ceiling above the door, and that's where for the night.
Okay.
Goddamn.
And this is what we do every fucking night. And we've been doing it since day one. 22 for all the trap checks.
You know what? Yeah, it works.
You know what else we should do? Since we got Sam and Remy in here, we should take all of our armor and stack it up and put my cloak around it so it looks like there's a figure standing in the middle of the room.
Or you just sleep in the armor that I made for you guys because you can.
I have spare armor from before.
Yeah, that's spare armor from before.
Oh, old armor. Okay.
I mean, we could do that, but instead of standing, we can make it look like they're sleeping. Like we make a short one for Samuel and a taller one for Remy, since there's only 2 beds in this room, and both those beds look like we're sleeping in it. So we can like throw some blankets over some like things of armor or a cloak or whatever, make it look like Sam or Remy and sleeping on the floor.
I have a spare cloak, so we can do that.
We'll do that.
All right, I'll go into the shuffleboard and sleep.
Well, I pick Samuel up and I put him in the hammock on top of the ceiling that I made for him.
Yep. Okay.
And I shove his ass up there. It might take me a little while. I don't have a high strength, so I get his fat ass up there.
Yeah, you got all 3 people helping you.
Ants Hall. I cast Ants Hall on you and Light and Load.
I just pick him up and throw him in there. Then I take Remy and I boost her up there. And then, Carkendall and I climb up there because, we've done this. We got it down to an exact science of climbing up onto a ceiling. We've done this for a few years.
As currently, Mick and Laura are currently sleeping somewhere in the Darklands, doing things.
Yes, so that's how we're going to sleep for the rest of the night, is in our little ceiling hammock.
Okay. So the next day, because obviously no one's going to
get in.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. This is why we've been doing this since day one. We set a precedent.
I so move on to Vikram real quick.
Out of curiosity, would I need to make a roll to get out of the hammock because he's never been in one before?
I hope that like you fail horribly and you fall out of the hammock, and the first thing in the morning you fall out of the hammock and you set off all of the traps at once. You like trip over, you fall in the net, you stand up, and you're trying to get out of the net. You fall in the bed, and the snare like wraps around your leg and like yanks you up to the ceiling.
No, because I only sleep 2 hours, so I will at least try to make sure he doesn't fall face first.
Actually, no, all of the spellcasters only sleep 2 hours. We all have rating.
So what kind of roll should I do? Like an acrobatics?
You know what? Yeah, go ahead.
You got a standard dex. Or acrobatics.
Roll the one. Damn it!
Damn it!
That would have been hilarious. He's
Wow,
like,
that's the most
shit!
graceful I've ever seen Sam be.
Yeah, really.
He like does this like fucking backflip dismount out of the fucking hammock.
So apparently Sam is a morning person, because this is the best I've ever seen him at.
Well, it's because he hasn't had time to get drunk yet.
Alright,
it's only first thing in the morning.
No, he wakes up drunk.
So, move on to Vikram real quick. What are you guys doing?
Let me mute myself.
Generally, that little mission for Lady...
Okay, so...
Lady Oldzon in the Darklands. We've probably gotten through about half the list so far.
Yeah, you're about to almost close in on it. You
We had an encounter with Driders, but able to get away from that pretty quickly.
Yeah. You go upstairs for a minute, and well,
nope, we're staying in the Darkland until we're done with this.
Oh, okay. So
Don't forget, Vikram's a survivalist, and they've got a mission to do, and the safest place for them is the Darkland right now.
Okay, so we'll go back to him later.
Yes. As long as we can fast forward through to day to the end of day 3, that's when Vicar and Alara end of day 4, that's when Vicar and Alara come out of the Darkland.
All right, so no one is going after you guys so far. In fact, only thing
there's an entrance to the Darkland in Wolfstead.
No. I meant between Remy, Karkendo, Samuel, and Pizak. The next day, no one goes after you guys.
It's weird.
That's because we haven't left the inn yet.
Oh.
It's only first thing in the morning.
All right, first thing in the morning. Sorry.
I make breakfast.
You make breakfast.
I took away his nat 20.
1d20. Boom, 35.
Not the pristine ultra meal you
Only
got.
two off from my most magnificent meal I've made. I rolled an 18.
Yeah, really.
So it's about the same quality as I always make because I'm just so good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask the innkeeper, the lay priest of the Flower and Compass, and go, fellow brother.
What is it, sir?
Did anyone try to attack anyone during the night? There were some assassins running around trying to stab us last night. Just wondering if anyone else got hurt.
Let me see now. A couple of people
He
got...
immediately drops dead. Oh, God!
No. A couple of people got hurt, but the assassins... Well, a couple of people tried to go up and peek into the rooms, but then got discouraged and said, you know what? I think I'll... Well, what is the word you call it? Oh, yeah. I think I'll have a better with someone else right now. Like, I heard that, what do we call it? Alaria was available. I don't know. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah,
I was just wondering if anybody else got hurt during the night. I have no idea half of what he just said, but okay.
Okay, let me try again. Oh yeah, besides a couple of people got hurt, no. The only thing that the only closest to assassins that I could recognize from those long years experience was leaving the town.
I see. Fantastic. Thank you.
Okay.
Hey guys, you can come downstairs. I think rumor has it the assassins left town.
Okay.
Come get your breakfast.
Okay.
Samuel trips over a tripwire I left on the stairs for him. Damn it!
Nom 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 nom.
Nom.
No.
So, what shall we do about these assassins? Should we try and lure them in on another trap, or what?
Zach,
Oh my God, there's more than one Karkendo!
Because I see more Karkendos.
Quick, stab him! One's a fake! Stab him here!
I jump at this one.
I'll stab this one!
I try grabbing it. Am I grabbing it or am I basically hugging the
There's actually a third one on the map if you guys scroll down too.
A fourth one now!
Ah!
Oh my God, they're multiplying!
Ah!
Anyway, jokes aside, what you guys think?
Well, realistically, what exactly can we do? If they're out of town, there's not a whole lot we can do.
Well, I mean, I'm not a tracker. I'm an information guy. That's the best I could do. So, I mean, I guess we could try and lure him back in, wait for him to up again. We can always wait until Vikram gets back.
Is there, like, any information you could glean about that may have shed some light on where they came from?
Apparently, they're from around here. They're local, but they've been gone for a while. You know,
Who would have the
that's
money to fund them?
Probably Asmodeus.
Probably the Asmodeans.
Cult. Georgie. More than likely. I mean, he didn't give me a name, but odds are it's probably Georgie. I'm gonna stick my head out the window and go, "Fuck you, Georgie!" and then come back over.
Really helpful.
Just I want to make sure he doesn't forget about us.
Oh boy.
Stick my head out back of the window.
Fuck
Kiss
you
my
too.
ass, Georgie!
Fuck you too.
Fuck you!
Eat ass, Bane.
Look what you've done.
Hey, Millhouse! Send Bart home!
Yep.
But anyway. But yeah, more likely it was probably Georgie.
Makes sense.
So,
Because he's a bitch that doesn't do work for himself.
Yeah, he seemed to be more the kind that would
change
have others
somebody's
do work
voices
for him.
again. Oh, God.
Yes, I agree with that voice in my head.
That's right, voice in me head. I am much better than my brother. Because I'm not dead. One of my best qualities. Little Borderlands 2 for you there.
Well, I guess maybe you could see, like, asking your information gathering friends. Maybe they could have some better ideas to where they are, at least as far as being local goes.
Quit table dancing, Sam.
Hey, never mind. That
Get off of my bar!
never mind. That wouldn't make a difference. They probably would not be here. They probably left town.
Odds are probably. And if they're as good as what I've heard, the Thieves Guild probably keeps a wide berth of them. Thieves and assassins don't mix too terribly much.
Out of curiosity, is there any magics, at least from the items that we collected from them, that could use to trace where they may have come from? Or is there really no
I
such
don't
magic?
have a spell like that, I don't think. I can check my spell list. I'll get back to you in a minute. In the meantime, you guys plot something.
Okay.
I'll see what I can do.
And while he's trying to recall his memory about whether he has a spell that could tell that, or at least know if there would even be such a spell.
I mean, there might be as a wizard, but I don't know if the clerical spells have this. I know there's trace magic spells and whatnot in Kane, but I don't play diviners enough to know their spell list by memory.
If only we had a wizard. And
We have
suddenly
a
wizard walks in the
sorcerer,
door.
was the closest thing we got, but they have a limited spell list.
Also, has
You know,
Remy
Remy's a sorcerer
ever,
and a bard, which has
has
arcane
Remy
magic.
ever identified those rings and such that we collected
Yeah.
in the belt?
Yep.
Yeah.
They've been identified.
What was the belt?
Giant
Oh, the
strength.
belt. It was a belt of giant strength,
Nice.
and
We
the
do
two
have
rings.
something to locate an object.
The two rings was something like fuck, I wrote it down, but I don't remember where I wrote it down. Fuck. I've lost my notes. I do not know what those rings were, and I wrote it down somewhere. Wait, got it. It was a ring of teleportation and a ring of safe passage.
Since we collected that ring of oh wait, never mind. It only teleports 100 feet.
Well,
Wait,
now we technically have two rings of teleportation
Wait,
because we took the one off them and the other ring.
Plus, remember, we don't know which teleportation they went.
Yeah. Actually, go ahead and wonder. Is it possible to trace the teleportations done with a ring of teleport, or is that not really a thing?
Well, I
Not
mean,
a
it would
fan.
tell us where they went within 100 feet of where they teleported, but beyond that, again, none of us are trackers. We can't actually track them. Vikrin is here.
Damn it! The weakness of our party's been exposed.
Yeah, that's the weakness of every party when you split the party. Because, I mean, I only have a survival of 4, which is the skill you need to track. Unless you guys got something better, then we have to wait for Vikrin.
If you have a high survival check, it
Survival
should
of
be
5.
5.
Yeah. To track people, I've got a 24.
Yeah, so we can't track them, Kiri.
Well, it's worth a shot.
Yeah. I'm basically almost a literal bloodhound at this point. It could be 5 days in a street, and I'd still be able to find them.
But we'd have to find where they teleported to first, and that's what I'm checking to see what I have.
Not unless we know what items on them that we can track directly.
And let's have a spell that would track where they went as they teleported, Daniel, which is what I was looking at. There was a magical tracery
Scrying spell.
that I had. Well, that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for something else. There's a scrying spell would only let me look at them, assuming they failed their DC. It wouldn't tell me where they are or what they're doing.
Don't you have to be like a fae in order to scry?
No, it's a spell.
Bards can do it. Clerics can do it. Druids
Anyone
can do
that
it.
can cast
sorcerers
magic
can do
can
it.
scry.
All right.
Not everyone.
All right, I'm probably thinking of specific items then. Never mind. Well, anyway, this is what I'll be doing after breakfast.
But I will point out that I didn't prepare a scrying spell today, so I mean, unless somebody else did.
I did not.
You also need a mirror worth 1,000 gold. But you can reuse it. It's a focus, not a material component. Material component is a pool of water, and I don't know where you guys are going to find one of those. So good luck with that. But it's not like we have guys
I cast create water. Boom! I have a pool of water now.
Well, there you go.
Wow, you must have a very rare gift.
All right, so what are you going to do all day?
Well,
with lack of any of clear direction, I guess I'd go feed the poor again. What he does every day.
Remy, how about we stick together just in case?
Yeah.
34 to make food for the poor.
You make food for the poor.
Fantastic.
Anyway, I'm gonna head back to the brewery, back to the office to try and do what I was originally going to do.
All right, you make your way to the brewery.
Okay, back in his office. Do I see person outside with arrow?
No.
Is the window been fixed?
So you say stick together, and the first thing you do is separate immediately. Great. Because I went to the ghetto to feed the poor. You're like, let's stick together and then separate.
I thought it was kind of implied that you'd be going with me.
I never said I was going with you.
I meant Remy.
I went to go feed the poor.
Remy.
On the other side of town.
Remy.
Not everything's about you. It's about Remy.
All right, Remy and Samuel are sticking together.
Yes.
That's my point. He said we should stay together and then separates immediately.
I asked Remy if we should stay together because it might be safe. Anyway, I'm going through his father's desk, trying to look for like notes specifically that might deal with the very, very, very first side quest we were given in episode 1. Notes are about Red Dragon Ale, or at least a journal. Do I find any of that?
Oh.
Wait, what side quest? I don't remember this.
For the very first
episode.
episode.
For the very first episode.
Wow, that was a long time ago. I don't remember that shit. It must not have been about me then, because I don't remember.
Oh boy. You very, very actually no, you have to make 2 perception checks.
Oh, 2 perception checks, okay. So, do I find anything?
You found a safe, but you don't understand. Like, oh, okay, and then lost.
Okay, so I found a safe.
You found it in a safe, but you have no idea how to crack it open from there.
Something worth noting for Pazak.
Huh, what?
So, Remy, how about we go find Pazak? He'd probably be in the ghetto. Let's just use our noses and try and smell his delicious food. Perception check.
Saying that he'd be in the ghetto is funny?
No, using our nose to smell his delicious food.
No, I was going with Ty, because he was like, because you were like, he's probably in the ghetto, and then Ty immediately.
Oh boy. Anyway,
26 to trying to smell his food.
like a bloodhound again. You smell his food again.
Oh shit! I just realized that before we left, we probably should have hidden that safe again. Okay. Is Bazak they're currently like have a line in front of him, or?
I always have a line in front of me. I'm passing out food, man. It's a soup kitchen.
I wait in line to get some. Screw it. I was gonna go like right up to him and say, like, "Hey, Bazak, when you get a moment of free time, I found a hidden safe. Do you think you
That's
could open
fantastic. What do you want me to do about it?
it? Would you open it
Where is their safe?
in my father's office?"
Don't you have a key?
Nope. It was hidden pretty well.
Then maybe your father doesn't want you in his stuff.
Could I borrow your compass?
Did you perhaps consider that?
Can I borrow your compass?
I hand him a compass. Why do you need a compass?
Ring, ring, ring.
It's not that compass. You didn't- I handed you a compass. I didn't hand you the compass. Because you didn't
Okay.
ask for that one. So you're now talking to an inanimate object.
That's a bad signal. Do you have another compass? The talking compass?
Why didn't you ask for that one? I hand him that one.
Ring, ring.
Oh.
Ring,
Oh.
Banana phone.
Wait,
Oh.
who gave Sam that compass?
Oh, Samuel. That's been a while. How have you been?
That's Sally talking.
No, that's Archibald talking.
Uncle Archie, how are you?
Fine. Supposedly, Sally's too busy trying to keep your friend from finding the Crystal Tower, and apparently isn't working. So what's up?
Two questions. One, how's Dad been doing?
Fine. He's been out of the world lately.
That's good. Out of curiosity, do you know anything about like a hidden safe that was in his office?
Ah, so you finally found it. I was
Yeah.
I totally thought you were going 20 years before you found that safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the safe. Unfortunately, to access it, you have to rent the previous owner, or
Get out the what?
the previous owner.
Alright, so the previous owner has to open it. All right.
Yeah.
Or, you get your buddy Pazak that can, disarm magical things like that and just opens it for you.
So, what exactly would happen if, say, a friend of ours tried to open it?
They'd explode.
That's
Well,
not my dad.
Well, it depends. Are your friend a really good thief?
Or what?
If your friend a really good thief?
Yes.
Oh, then nothing.
How dare you call me a thief?
Oh,
He said he was really good.
Because in other circumstances, and well, you might want to. Let's see now. The last time it was armed and failed, it wound up being 20 feet in the air and then just dropped straight into the earth.
Huh. That's
It's a random chance of what you're going to do.
huh.
Like one time, someone failed and wound up being 55 feet in the ocean. They never got out alive, unfortunately.
Luckily, I have water breathing. I'd be fine. Water in the air domain, bitch.
And the last time you broke into the safe, wound up right in front of lava for some reason. I don't know.
Huh.
I don't got any magic for lava.
How do you know he wound up in front of lava?
Found out his corpse about a couple of days later.
probably what happened with some of those employees that disappeared.
Yeah.
Well, good to know. So, out of curiosity, do you have any idea, like when you'd probably next see Dad?
I don't know. He said he wanted to see the Rufu Kingdom about first some quality sake before he comes back here.
That sounds delicious. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. I get. She found the tower again. All right, I'm sorry. I gotta go. Apparently, your fan found the tower again and had to move it even more than usual.
The same girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take care.
You too, Uncle Archie.
Are we gonna have to chain her to her own shop at some point?
As he hangs
Didn't
up,
Jim
I go.
Pan's character just recently learn glamour with that, so she forgets the tower exists,
Or at least its location.
or forgets she has the ability to track it?
Technically, she does.
As Archibald hangs up, I go, God damn it, Rebecca. And I hand Pazak back his compass.
He just puts it back in his pocket and continues handing out. So, did you get all the information you needed?
It's probably best we wait for Father to come back, because I'd rather not see him,
Nonsense! I could easily break into there. I just don't feel like it.
Yeah.
Secretly, because I don't want to get thrown in the fucking lava. But that's beside the point. I'm not afraid of magical traps. I've been doing it for years. I could easily bypass your father's security.
Well, in that case, I'll just go back to the office and just hide it again.
Don't try not to die while you're gone.
Okay. Remy, let's go.
Okay.
Arcando, we're running out of hammocks. You need to make some more.
Fine. The homeless need them too.
So I go
So
back
I mean, the homeless. There's a lot more than the hammocks that we made. We're running out.
I gotta have time to make them. It takes time.
Do we still have blankets? Yep, nope. Found an extra box of blankets.
Oh boy.
If not, I'll make rope blanket. It'll
Which
at
are
least
more
be something.
hurt than having no blankets, but
Yeah.
blankets made out of rope and twine. Probably not the most comfortable.
Anyway, I'll be right back.
Beggars can't
So-
be choosers.
So I get
Nothing
this
more
up
of a
and drink.
mat.
We go back and hide this safe again. Put its cover back on or whatever.
Well, theoretically, instead of making them out of ropes, we could essentially just unravel the rope and just make it out of hempen. Because that's the material rope is made out of, is hemp. So we could just take the threads of the hemp and just sew it into a blanket.
That's called twine.
So it'd be itchy as shit, but it will certainly be better than having it made of actual rope.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll get some more water while Ty's gone. I'll be back.
Also, don't use that ladders to 10-foot pole trick to get limitless money.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Back. So basically, we just went and put like the cover back onto the safe and everything. Okay, as you come back in, is the safe still there?
Yes.
I'm back.
Though,
So we put the cover back on the safe.
though apparently one tried to open it and, well, teleport off somewhere. Probably someone he's not going to live through.
Ooh.
Wait,
we thought-
somebody tried to steal the contents of the safe while you guys were gone for the 20 minutes it took you to go across town?
I like to picture that we know somebody teleported because we just happened to walk in as he was breaking in and got teleported away.
Yeah.
Was it someone we recognized? Was it one of the assassins, or is it just
No,
some random
no,
schmuck?
no. It's just a random smug.
Sucks to be that guy.
Damn it. Oh, put the cover back on.
All right, Dave.
Cassidy, did he leave anything behind after being teleported?
His shoes.
Pretty much.
Are they decent quality shoes?
Yeah.
They're foot wraps.
Yeah, no, they're decent combi shoes, given that it's higher up.
What could I get if I tried to sell them?
4 copper.
I was about to say about 8 to 20 copper, but alright.
That sounds good.
That's like a couple silver.
Oh, yeah. Then a couple of silver then.
Okay, so like 1 silver.
Yeah.
Probably.
All right, sweet. I'm 1 silver richer.
Hooray.
Oh, please. He tried to steal from his dad. He got fired. He deserves it. He's not getting a pension.
It's like, fuck that guy.
Oh, boy.
So, does anyone attempt to try to murder Pazak and Karkendall, passing out blankets and hammocks and food to the poor, as we are wont to do?
No.
Darn, I actually was hoping someone would try to kill me.
Why would they do that? We have an army of the poor around us. They will help protect us.
Would they, though?
With
As
as much
odds are they
food as
probably
you're
run in
giving them,
terror and try to hide.
yes, but you're giving them food and we're giving them.
Oh, boy. 1
You
second
make a
again.
connection to it.
Yeah, but they would be trading it for the lot. I don't think it's
Hello? Hey. It's alright. Yeah.
So, what's happening now?
Well, yeah, I'll probably stop
Hi?
by close.
Do you think he just went AFK and they just missed that part?
Ty,
Oh, boy.
I think he went AFK.
Yeah, really. Alright. Alright. Huh? That's 5? I thought it was 6.
So I skimmed through my spell list and I don't see anything that could really be all that helpful for what we wanted to do.
6 then.
Unless I missed a spell that Daniel probably has better awareness of. Because, I mean, Daniel plays clerics more than I do. So if anyone, it would be Daniel to have a better chance at figuring out what to do with the magic.
there's not one that you could use to trace.
Yeah.
At least not for the levels we have. We need much higher.
Okey-dokes.
Sorry, phone ring.
It's fine.
No, it's not fine. How could you abandon us, Ty, in our time of need?
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
the Tarask just appeared.
Yeah. And it went completely mad and killed everyone in the city because you weren't there to control it.
Well, good thing I'm in the Darklands.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. But anyway,
Yeah.
so day 3, nothing eventful.
Nope.
I guess we go back to the inn at the end of the day then, unless something occurs.
Nope.
We all
Remember,
share
Vicar
that.
gets back on day 5.
Oh. Oh, no, I know. No, I know.
So we do our normal
So
security system.
you
Go
do
to sleep for the night.
All right. So now Victor's back at least from the Drownlands, correct?
He'll be leaving the Darklands in the afternoon.
Okay.
Remember, he had to
Take him about a day or two to get back.
It'd take him a day, so he'll leave the next day on horseback.
Okay.
So he's leaving the Darklands.
So as he's leaving the Darklands,
someone attempts to murder him.
No, well, the good news is your student learned really, really well. The bad news is you also had Adoria very, very, very poisoned and dying. Yep, that's why he left. She went to look for another target.
Wait. Aldara, who's in a mansion of a lord, because there was a threat against her and the princess, has been poisoned.
Yep. Right now, at the street, she is running all the troops to find out who's poisoned the food.
Oh no, if only there was somebody there who had the ability to, because he had such a huge check.
Yeah.
Who would that be?
I have no idea. It certainly isn't us. We're not.
Well, luckily, as long as I'm considered in a forest, I've got some pretty useful abilities when dealing with poisoned.
Technically, we're in the city.
Am I nearby a forest?
Technically, it's a city.
Am I nearby a forest?
Yeah, the forest would be back in the forest.
Generally, Wolfden's in the mountains.
It's true.
So, yeah, my nature's healing has not really much effect in this situation.
If only someone who had ranks in heal could do something.
Let's see.
He should have it.
I know, that's the sarcasm.
I know. Problem is, it's partially effective right now.
Oh my god, just do it.
24.
You have just enough to rub the poison.
And you rolled a 2. Jesus Christ, you all.
Hey.
It's not a 1.
Yeah. Hey, and that's just giving her a +4 competency bonus for the save. That's not even curing the poison.
Is it enough to identify what the poison is so that you can, in fact, make a antidote to apply it?
Technically, you need a magical cure poison in this situation.
Well, that assumes if Ty wants to focus heavily on the magic aspect of this game, or if he'll allow you to simply do it through more mundane
means.
Yes.
If you
know plants.
Given that you know plants and animals and stuff, you could technically cheese it by mastering some poison as well.
Okay, so should I do a second heal check by scouting near my forest for the right herbs?
Yeah.
28.
Okay, apparently you find the right herbs and spices enough to grind it to a face and pretty much onto a poison.
Did you say grind it into a face? Or
paste.
It into a paste?
Paste.
Oh, also, I'm going to say this.
So
this
grinds it into her face.
Just grinds it into her face.
Yeah. Also, this stuff, guarantee it tastes horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Don't you know anything? If it tastes bad, that means it's good for you.
Pretty much.
Vast majority of poisons taste terrible, though.
Not true. It tastes sweet.
It's usually tasteless.
Oh, what? So as she recovers, she's like, "What happened? What happened?
Poison.
How?"
Apparently, someone slipped it into your food. Was able to, initially stabilize you, then found the right herbs to save your life.
Like
Person
one
has a hero complex.
I'm surprised that someone was able to get.
Hey! And as someone was about to say, like, hey, we found him. Well, just come to look. And as you walk in, you see pretty much a husband and wife duel that's normally cooking is pretty much tied up and bound and gagged.
Taking out knife, cutting them free.
Well,
What happened here?
I don't know. One minute I'm restarting the fridge. The next minute I got slapped with a slapjack, tied them up, and well, what happened?
A slapjack.
Yes,
It's called a blackjack.
blackjack.
Or sap. There is no slapjack.
I'm sorry.
Where the fuck you got that?
It's called
Not
WC.
called that at all.
WCW. That's how. That's
Okay.
But yeah, that's what happened. Like supposedly they dressed like us, at least enough to administer some poison or something. But other than that,
Okay, now comes the fun parts. Quick question. What
Yeah?
type of ground are we dealing with around this place?
probably between granite and freaking mountainside.
Okay, so hard ground.
Yeah,
How long has it been since the poisoning happened and the people who took the place?
at least 24 hours.
Okay, I auto succeed. I don't even need a roll. I have such a high roll to track people.
Alright, last time I checked.
Unless they're moving at half speed to hide their trail, then I might actually have to make the roll.
Then make the roll, because obviously there's
Because
not.
assassins would totally hide their fucking trail.
Yeah.
Let me just double check.
I mean, tracking has all kinds of various different types of things associated with.
I actually just meet the DC. The DC was 26 and I met it.
So yeah, obviously they're moving at half speed, pretty much as far away as possible.
Yeah, I'm following the trail with, Alara and probably a contingent of soldiers.
Yeah.
I'm going to find them.
Well, damn, he's right. Yeah, the DC would have been 26. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only way to fail would have been roll a 1.
Yep.
Okay. Let me see now.
And that's with my hawk not helping me. My hawk would have given me an additional
Wait,
clue.
hold on. How's the visibility? Is it a bright, clear day?
It'll be mid-afternoon, obviously, the race, the put out there, so yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I wanted to find a way to fuck with Bikrin. That's why I'm looking at the DC list here. The only way you could increase the DC at this point was to be if it was dark out there and it had fog, precipitation, moonlight, or overcast, and shit like that, or if it had been raining or
Yeah, if it was raining, their trail would have been gone. The DC had been so high, I would never have been able to hit it.
No, it's only a. Fuck, what was it?
Well, you better find out soon because it is beginning to rain.
Let's see, it's a +1 for every hour passed that has passed while raining since it was so.
Okay.
So at least it's starting to rain, so yeah.
I'd probably have to do a second roll later. Continue following the trail. And the thing is, if they ever switch from hard ground to firm or soft ground, it becomes significantly easier to track them.
Alright. As you roll reflex save.
Refresh. Not to confuse with reflex, it's refresh.
It's reflex.
Refresh.
See, look.
Because Ty's got that southern drawl going on there.
Apparently.
He got that there refrax. That there, looks like you got there yourself for 25 refrax there, yep.
Yeah, so obviously you avoid the grease that was waiting for you.
I just sidestep it and point it out to everyone, saying, "Hey, there's grease on the ground."
Which happens just before you guys explode.
Yep, as in Roy. Damn it.
No, roll another refrax.
Yeah.
Refrax.
Yeah.
Refrax.
Yeah, I'll pass. As you see a fire arrow going down to hit the grease, it apparently trying to stop your movement.
Okay, hold on. Because because they're using the sniper action, I can actually counter with a perception check.
And they get to make a stealth check -10 because they're trying
Minus
to remain
20.
hidden.
-20.
No, it's -10.
Stealth sniping is a -20. -10 is if I get a very specific ability and I'm in a favored terrain.
Alright, so what I do now?
I'm doing a perception to see where that arrow came from. 30.
Yeah, you
And
found.
they have to roll their stealth at -20.
You mean -10?
No stealth. Sniping's a -20.
Oh, right. So pretty much just this now. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, you found it's about 20 to 30, about 2 to 3 houses down, and yeah, you found the arrow.
Found the archer.
Apparently a female. They're like, fuck, go!
I alert the guards, and I'm going to try to disarm with my bow. Does a 23 beat her CMD?
Yeah.
The bow is knocked out of her hand, and she takes 17 damage as an arrow goes through her wrist.
Wow! Damn it! Like, I know this job is way harder than I thought. As she goes about, her partner comes in and tries to teleport her ring away from him.
Play, steal.
Like, you have a lot of money if you want to steal from them.
Well, no, stealing the ring.
I highly doubt your bird can snatch the ring off their hand.
Yeah.
Are
But,
they passing the ring between the two of them?
no. They both have one each, so...
Yeah, they're physically wearing the ring and activating it. There's no way your bird can snatch it from them before they can use it.
At least take some stuff from them.
I think teleportation's faster than the bird can fly.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're gone.
Yeah, they disappear before the bird can reach them.
Yeah.
That bitch owes me an arrow.
Really? That's all you have to say? That bitch owes you an arrow?
Oh, wait till you get back to Westwood.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna go over and look at the bow.
All right, there was a long composite bow, plus 3.
A +3
Oh.
magical composite longbow.
I meant plus 2, but yeah.
Okay, is it +2 strength or is it a +2 magic? There is a difference.
Plus 2 strength.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to toss that to Alara so she has a ranged weapon.
All right.
Yeah, is she strong enough to wield something like that?
She's probably the second strongest person in this party.
Just checking.
She has
Yeah,
a plus 3.
Just
Just range.
plus 3. All right.
Apparently, even once recall comes up to me and says, "What happened? Where are the assassins? What? Nah.
Well, one of them now has a pretty badly banged up wrist. The woman. I have her bow, and and apparently they can teleport.
Oh, great.
I'm going to search the area in case they happen to still be around. Excuse me.
All right.
I'm going to have my hawk assist me with this, so I'll roll her first.
All right.
She does not help me.
Nope.
39. Because I am using a standard action to do this search.
Ah, damn.
Did I find them?
You found the bloody trails that lead at least back to the gondola.
Oh boy. That makes this an even easier survival check to make. $34 to track them.
You tracked them as far as you could go, but the rain is starting to get pretty heavy.
It's per hour of rain that increases it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, at least for now, you're still trying to track the blood thing.
I mean, eventually the blood's going to stop, but...
Yeah. Like, you want 2 or more? Because after that, yeah, it was about to stop, and you pretty much have no way to track them anymore.
27.
Yeah, the blood stops, and you pretty much lost into there.
But he got a lot closer than the rest of us. See, guys, this is
Yeah.
why I told you we needed Vicar. Because we can't track like that.
Luckily, I have swift tracking as well, so I can move at full speed while tracking. So... I'm going to take all of us back to the city.
All right.
Oh, wait, never mind. A spell trainer can move at his normal speed when using without taking their own modifying penalty. He only takes a -10 penalty when moving up to 2 times his normal speed. I was not swift tracking. I was not going super fast. I was just going normal speed. So, yeah. I'm going to be coming back to the main city.
All
After,
right.
Securing this city, and I'm kind of tired since, dealing with shit in the Underdark.
So I
I'll
assume.
leave first thing in the morning.
All right. So anything else while Richmond comes back? Because unfortunately, at least for now, nothing eventful happens to you either. Unless you try to blow up the safe.
I mean, I'll do it if you want me to. I'll fucking
Do
try
it.
and pick it.
Do it. Just
Samuel,
do it.
you want me to do it? Want me to do it?
I put my hand on his shoulder and say, if you think you can do it, do it.
Well, now I have to.
Oh boy.
I'll preface this. If you fail, I'll say, well, sorry, man.
Okay. I will attempt to open the safe. First, I will wish to check for traps. Which, one moment, I get an actual bonus for, so I will attempt to find this magical trap that is on this safe. That is a perception 23. 1d20 plus 23. But as a rogue, I have trap finding, which gives me a bonus. Rogue can add half a level to perception checks made to locate traps and disable device skill checks. Minimum 1. Oh, I can add it to disable device. Oh, I had forgotten that. Cool. So it is extra 5. So that's 28. So that will be a 44 to try and find the trap.
One, there's a bomb trap, so you obviously remove it.
No, that was a perception check. I haven't tried to discern.
Okay. And two, obviously there's a teleport trap. There's a teleport trap.
Okay. I will first attempt to disarm the teleporter trap. Which is a, let's see. Disable device is 22 plus half my level. So it's a 27 total bonus. I will attempt to disarm the teleportation trap. Hopefully.
Get +2.
Why?
Because I'm going to stand there and help you.
Okay. Hopefully, I will not die horribly. If I do, Daniel, I bequeath all of my stuff to you.
I might be dying with you because I'm standing beside you.
Then I will bequeath it all to Samuel.
Apparently, since all of you are dying together.
40.
Oh my! Oh my God!
Oh.
So I read that as 45.
Yeah!
You do what?
I am the master of traps!
You do what no one has been able to figure out to do for at least 200 to 300 years. You actually found a way. You actually found a way to disarm the teleport trap.
I will now attempt to disarm the bomb trap.
Oh boy!
Hopefully less dangerous.
+2 again.
All right, that's another 29 bonus. 43.
After the teleport trap, the ball is like, oh, it's easy.
The bomb disarmed itself. It was so scared. It disarmed itself.
It sprouted legs and just said, "Nah, fuck you niggas. I'm out of here." Deuces, mofos! And it just leaped out the window.
Out of curiosity, if you didn't make the pass, what would have happened? Where would have happened to us?
I would have died.
Where would we have been teleported to?
It's a random location.
It's a random location after 320, so 6, you'll probably, let's see now, you'll probably wound up in a field, probably with a nice field.
Not the worst thing.
It probably would have been fine, but he's the only one with like real survival skills.
Yeah.
I mean, we have magic. We can survive.
Yeah, but getting out
five or below, that's why I'm going to get like, okay, now you're going to die.
Yeah,
I did have
the realm of negative
option
energy.
of attempting it a second time before it happened. I do have last-ditch effort.
Okay.
As a feat, which allows me to reattempt it with a -5 penalty. I think it was. I have to look it up again. But point is it locked after the traps have been disarmed?
I don't know why, but yeah, it's locked.
Not anymore. 47.
As the thing disarms.
Unless Carkindle isn't helping me again, and then you can knock a 2 off of that.
No, I'm going to help you because we're going to caress the lock open.
I'm going to like just rub my dick against it. Chink.
You find some papers inside.
I set them on fire. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I flame strike it. Shazam!
Oh boy.
Is there any money in it?
Oh yeah.
I want to try and slip that into my pocket without Samuel noticing.
That's at least 1,000 platinum you got slipping in your pocket. Good luck.
Hold on. Sleight of hand is. No, it'd be a perception, not sense motive.
Oh, fuck.
Sleight of hand is an 18 for me. 26. as I try to snatch some of that and put it in my pocket with that before I move out of the way for anyone to notice.
Oh,
How do you have a 20?
Perception.
so apparently
Oh, I
before,
thought you were doing sleight of hand.
before you got the 1,000 gold, the summon alpha monster got to it
That's-
first.
That was me. Don't worry. That's me still.
That was Daniel's character doing a perception check to notice that I was snatching the money.
I forgot to turn it off of that. My bad.
Regardless, I don't feel any fear from this unless he's gonna call my ass out, so I'm gonna pocket the platinum. I'm not gonna take all of it. I'm only gonna take like probably 500. Half of it. Since I got it open, I am taking my finder's
fee.
Yes,
Oh,
I am
boy.
taking half the platinum and putting it in my pocket. You said it was 1,000 platinum?
Yeah.
I take
Yeah.
500 of it. I just pickpocket that. I know. It's finder's fee, motherfucker.
Oh boy. So obviously you're gonna take the papers or what?
Yes, I'll be taking the papers.
After I do that, then I'll step out of the way and go, here you go, Samuel. All of the things inside your safe completely fine and totally not stolen, as you can see.
Hmm?
So apparently you have some list of wines, including the legendary Red Inn,
The Red Dragon Ale.
Yes.
Also, just in case anyone wanted to try and sense motive that lie that I just told, that's a 27 for blood.
Oh boy.
Just saying.
Unfortunately, apparently, you had to go around the world to meet the requirements to get this thing. So you still have a long way to go. But at least now you know. But at least you know the legendary recipe that. Let's just say people are dying to meet again.
I not motive.
Nice.
You fail. You believe me wholeheartedly.
Oh boy.
Is there anything else?
No.
I'm not gonna look over at Remy and go, "Why are you looking at me so suspiciously? Can't you trust me by now, my dear?"
Not if this army that trip, no.
There's like 500 platinum in there, though. If you wanted to take some of that out of.
Divide that between us. That'd be nice.
No, it's your money. You keep it. I mean, it belongs to your father. In fact, that actually might not be a good idea for you to take all of it out of there. You know, it is.
Let's put it back.
money.
Let's put it back. Let's put that.
Yeah, you should probably put it back.
And we.
You wouldn't want any. You wouldn't want any thieves taking any money.
Oh, not.
That would be terrible.
I should note that the teleport trap does ring on within at least 10 minutes, so hurry up.
Okay, now we opened up. Now we opened it. It's closed. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Fantastic. As we're leaving, I'm gonna slide about half of that platinum over to Carkendall because I know he's because we're partners in crime.
Oh boy.
There's my sleight of hand to take it and hide it.
Apparently you succeed.
And hold on, here's my sleight of hand to slide it over to him without being noticed. So 25 and 36 for us to do that exchange.
Oh boy.
You had a profitable venture.
Yeah,
So
apparently.
we each ended with about 250 platinum each.
Mm-hmm. Adequate payment for services rendered.
The only thing you hear about when you walk into town is that apparently the assassins are back, but other than that.
I will attempt a knowledge local check to find out more information about their whereabouts. 24.
The only thing that's known is that the assassins are back, and apparently one of them injured her hand.
I would like to do another knowledgeable check to check any possible clinics, as well as the more like black market kind of doctors, like the mob doctors that they would probably go visit. You know, those kind of people. See if they visited any of them recently. 18.
Not that you know of.
Okay then. So that's what I spend the next like 8 hours doing, because that's how long that would probably take to do all of that. So what's the rest of you guys doing?
I guess Vikram's probably getting into town in the afternoon by that point.
I'm basically keeping my head on a swivel after hearing about the assassins are back.
Samuel, look out!
Perception!
You
Hold
see
on.
a man in a cloak riding a horse into town.
Okay.
Sam, get him!
George!
And then you figure out it's just one of the paladins just like, what the hell is going on?
It's Vikram.
Oh.
It's Vikram.
Get him hard! Get him!
George!
Go ahead and roll your tackle, I guess.
Let's see.
Okay, I'm back. What are we doing? What's going on?
Sam's attacking
Apparently,
Vikram.
apparently, Sam is so paranoid he's attacking Vikram.
He attacked the first shadowy
23
person in the party. Or in
That
this
just
town.
beat my flat-foot CMD.
And
You
you're
tackle
definitely
me off the
flat-footed because you were
fucking
not ready
yeah.
for this shit.
No, I was not ready for this shit. I go tumbling down off the horse.
He does like
Let's
this
see who you
flying
really-
tackle onto you.
Let's see who you really are. Oh,
What the hell, Samuel?
assassins!
What the hell, man?
I said I'd be back inside of a week.
Assassins!
Oh, you mean the chick I put an arrow through the wrist of?
Oh, you got her. She shot me
Well,
with an
she-
arrow.
Well, she got away, but
Yeah,
I returned in kind.
Send
got
someone
her.
to make sure it's really Vikram,
No, it's not
not
Vikram
in
at all.
disguise. 32.
Apparently it's Vikram.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's now currently has a 300-pound dwarf on his chest.
I
Getting
off
knocked off a fucking horse.
I killed a horse.
You
I'm
just killed my You just killed
just
one of the
kidding.
royal horses.
Just kidding. I didn't do that. Actually, I'm probably not even there. I'm probably off doing information gathering.
Now,
It takes
excuse
hours.
me, I'm gonna go chase down that freaking out horse.
It's like knocking down some cabbage carts. My cabbages!
Pretty much. I guess I'm gonna have to either do a ride check or a handle animal check.
Oh.
I think ride in this situation. I think I get it back under control.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
Oh boy.
So we were able to track the assassins. They were heading this way. Not sure exactly, but I lost their trail to the rain.
Let me guess. Ring a teleport.
Yep.
We
I
got
was able
two
to
of
find.
them.
Yeah, I was able to find some blood and then follow it back to the gondolas. They poisoned Eldera, but I was able to treat her.
Okay, she's okay.
Yeah, she's fine. Really? Really?
Just gotta make sure.
Really?
And I wasn't there to do that because I'm off town.
That's true. She is looking for any black market assassin that any black market doctor.
I was actually looking for information on where they might be, as well as like checking all the mob docs, because I
Yeah.
heard she was injured.
Yeah.
Possibly went to a mob doc, because you're not going to go to a regular doc.
Yeah, of course
You're
not.
assassins. You're going to go to a mob doc. Everybody knows that.
But at least according to your role, you don't know.
I did not find,
No.
but I still have to spend all the time doing it, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to be back
Yeah,
until later
no.
in the evening.
So, no hard feelings for tackling you.
Well, I mean, there are a couple of cracked ribs, but I think I'll be
Oh,
fine.
I'm sure there's plenty of hardness.
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
Look,
Hey.
I dealt with far worse in my life.
Anyway, I'm going to go.
Oh, you touch my ta-la-la.
Anyway, this is out there. this is the princess. Like, anyway, I'm going to go to the castle to report to find out any more information. I'll see you later.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
with you. I'll go with you.
Yeah, we'll all go as a group. Since I am now paranoia is activating within Vikrin, that's bad. 27 to keep an eye out for assassins.
Yeah, they, at least for now, not attacking you.
I don't see anything. All right, we're in a new room. Checking. We're in a new room. Must check. Does anything look out of place?
Yeah, it's the drawer room.
Does it anything look out of place?
Oh no.
Okay, looks good. Looks good.
So my daughter apparently found your assassins for you. What happened?
Well, at least for us, I was shot through my father's office by the female assassin. Remy got attacked by the male assassin at the Flowered Compass. And so we basically gave chase to try and go after them. They got away initially. So we acted as bait at a Flowering Compass. And Bazak and Karkindle managed to at least subdue the male and managed to capture that woman before she could teleport away. And we at least interrogated them. We at least found out that the guy's name is, assuming he was telling us the truth, Mike. Of course, he also went by Eddie, Andrew, Jason, and Steven, so I don't know if that's actually his name.
Then several days later, they tried to poison Aldara. Was able to produce an antidote, and then track them down to a nearby house where I put an arrow through the wrist of the woman. We have a bow. Alara holds up the bow.
And with the guards commenting earlier about supposedly she apparently talked about what happened, you know, once the thing, I have to get the word 1 second. Once they arrested the dude, apparently she sang some siren or something song, and apparently just walk out with him without anything. Supposedly she was tracking you down the whole time, and the second she got the prisoner stage, she just went to did her thing and went out with her husband. Or at least that's what she called it.
Okay. So we're dealing with teleporting assassins that are a husband-wife couple, and one of them is injured. We have one of their possessions, so
Heads up, the female can cast illusions, because everyone that we spoke to apparently mentioned that she didn't have a tongue.
Okay.
But she does have one. So be prepared for illusions.
Well, she did swear at me, so. For, the arrow through the wrist.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Why could you have hit her in the knee? That should stop being an adventurer.
Because all I had to target was the wrist.
Oh boy.
You know what an arrow through the wrist will do to an archer? That's it.
Fuck them over pretty bad.
That's it. They're not doing archery for a little while.
Well, at least now you know that at least one of these assassins actually will not be able to assassinate for a little bit.
So,
at least not through a normal method.
So, do we have any ways of magically keeping an eye on these guys? Because, we do have something of theirs.
I'll track some sorcerer, see if I can help. Unfortunately, if I know what these assassins are, then it's going to be very hard to track them down. We have dealt with them before.
How so? Oh God, was that the one that was one of them the one that killed the queen?
No. But but let's just say we have the reports of various husband-wife assassinations throughout the castle as of late.
They killed the queen's killers. Who killed the queen's killer?
Probably so. Remember, the first wave of assassination killed the assassins.
Killers that killed killers that killed killers. We got to go deeper. Killerception.
Killception.
Killception. The sequel to Inception.
So, yeah.
Must we go?
We gotta go all the way.
Do these two assassins have any known associates in town?
Unfortunately not. It's not exactly even if they did give their names, they're probably not going to give their names. So all you know is they're husband and wife, and they're loyal to each other. That's it. So if we capture one, chances are the other one's going to come after you to free her before they continue on to our investigation.
Things can never be simple, can they?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh.
One day I'm in the Darklands hunting down some drow trying to screw with one of our allies. The next day I'm dealing with assassins.
Mm-hmm.
My problem is who. Well, my suggest. Well, I have a suggestion. The Aldera steps up.
Yes.
Apparently, you only talk one at a time.
One at a time would talk.
Okay. Well. Yeah, well, it's pretty standard tactic for assassins.
Yeah.
Divide and conquer. Probably a good option would be we need to get them out of an urban environment, a place where they have plenty of places to hide. So I'm thinking we should maybe go up to the forest. I split off from you guys and, well, draw them in. Also, did you guys have to deal with any sort of grease traps with these guys?
Yeah.
That explode?
They
Are they
didn't
a one-trick
explode.
pony?
Huh? Apparently. Oh, that also reminds me. I hand Vikram all the arrows that we collected from them. Yeah,
About what time is it by this point? Would I have returned to the group by now? Or would I still be gone?
Yeah, by this time you make your way back to the group.
So it's about early to late evening.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. So
Hey guys, I'm back. So turns out I can't find them. I checked all the mob doctors I know. I checked all of the contacts I had in the underworld. I mean, they are good.
Yeah, well, not too good.
I was even alone the whole time. Not one of them tried to stab me. I feel insulted.
That's because they fear us. Remember, we had the best bounties.
That is true. We had the best bounties on our head.
Yeah, I think they may be putting
Vikram, guess what? They're being paid 2,000 gold to kill you.
Quick question: did you cripple one of them in a single shot? Did I put an arrow through the chick's
We did
wrist?
knock them out in one shot.
I did
We captured them both in one shot.
And then they got away.
Well, one teleported while we had them tied up because we didn't check them soon enough. The other one we put in jail and got broke out in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
They're really good. These are some badass mofos.
Yeah, they're definitely a challenge.
But I just wanted to point out that they're paying 2,000 gold to kill you.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite a lot.
Yeah, I was actually expecting less.
Remy
Remy,
got the same prize.
Remy herself is the prize. They're going to sell her, apparently.
The only one they want alive is Remy.
Samuel's also worth 2,000.
Yep, Aldara, you're worth
Well,
25,000.
The fact that I've done some serious injury to one of them might bump me up on the priorities list. So
It
I
might
was
piss them
thinking,
off, but assassins, as I understand in my experience, they don't take things personal. It's all about business. Speaking of business, you want to know how much that Georgie mofo is paying for us? He gave him a blank check.
At least twice. Oh.
He gave them a blank check. He said, I will throw money at you until you say stop and if he gets rid of us. So apparently he really, really hates Tengus because he's racist.
I think it's mostly because of you.
I think it's because he can't tell the two of you apart. I think it's because he can't tell the two of you apart.
You're right, he hates me more, but he doesn't know which one is me.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, he handed them blank checks for the Tengu. Quite fun.
So I've got a plan.
What's your plan?
First, we get out of the city, where it's much easier to track them and give them.
Nope, terrible plan. We gotta stay in the city. It's the only way to get. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm thinking we go up to the forest. It'll give us places to set up ambushes, and I'll break off from the group and lead them in. The cat and mouse game.
We should
Do we
totally
want
go by
them
horses.
dead or alive? Question.
I prefer alive but unconscious. Until we can.
Because I already caught one of them alive. And a lot of information to give me.
Look, these guys are assassins. You got some information out of them.
Well, I got
Oh.
enough to kind of guesstimate and assume that it was probably Georgia that hired and how much we were all worth. No, we should definitely not buy horses. I would like to vote against any plan involving.
All in favor of getting
we should get
horses.
sharks
say aye.
instead. We should get a big tank of sharks.
All in favor of getting horses to speed up our travel, say aye.
You.
Z.
Remy, are you in favor of getting a horse?
I'm okay with that, whatever.
Okay,
Well,
that's,
then I guess you guys will be
5
traveling on
4,
horses
1
then.
against. Don't worry, you'll be traveling too. Grab,
No, I won't.
rope, tie.
Yeah.
Gaseous form, I disappear.
You'll have to get over that fear eventually.
No, we won't.
I shape a fuck you out of my cloudness and then face through the wall.
Besides, me and him are just gonna teleport up there.
I'm just
Okay.
warping into the Queen's Garden right now. And I better clean up
Wow,
a little.
I remember this. This is back when I still had 19 health, according to this fucking token. Such a long time ago.
That's back when I had the old character.
Oh, this is one where I wasn't even there.
Yeah, you weren't here for this one, I don't think. Or at least your icon's definitely not here.
Yeah, I think that's when the internet went down on me.
Yep. So, you two will teleport up there. We'll meet you in about a day. And setting up base camp.
We're gonna set up booby traps everywhere.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
No. Do not set up traps.
You're not there, you can't tell them what to do.
Great,
I'm gonna
now
make pitfall traps. Let's see, where is it? Slash or 1d20 plus 15. 22 to make pitfall traps. Tie. as well as netting traps, snare traps, pretty much all my usual standard primitive traps. I'm going to make those throughout the forest. Not throughout the forest. No, I'm going to make it in a very specific area where we're going to ambush them at.
Oh,
I'm going
okay.
to make it. Make it over in this section, right there.
Okay.
I assume that we're not going to use this as like an actual drawn to scale map. So that's is like the general square area of setting up the trap.
Yeah.
So we'd be luring them into this area of the.
Oh, also, Ty.
Yeah.
At some point, I'm going to be selling all those sleep arrows. They're not as powerful as they're not very good,
All right.
but they're worth a good amount of money.
All right. So what about the other two? Because obviously they're
Well,
not.
where exactly are we going to be? Are we just going to be like right here in the middle, or do we want to be like right by the square? So where do you want us to be?
Look, I'm expecting I'm going to need to play a multi-day game of cat and mouse with these guys.
All right.
I, however, will be sitting directly in the middle of my area of traps that I made, waiting for just sitting there making soup.
I will be in a tree, at least 30 feet up.
Anyway, here is my attempt to make soup. I am too busy looking around, and apparently it did not come out as good.
Apparently.
I got an 18.
That's
18
still,
good,
that's still a decent meal, man.
but it's not as good as my usual standards.
That's me getting up into a tree as high as I can.
All right.
So because I'm using the food to like attract them to me. But I have like various snare traps and netting traps and pitfall traps in like this radius around my camp that I've created. So there's no physical way for them to really get into the camp without going through that trap. Now they might just shoot me, but
once
I'm hoping they'll sneak in.
once I get up there, I'm gonna set up 3 hammocks, one for me, one for Pazak, and one for all my gear. And then secure a lot of stuff with more ropes and stuff, and then lower rope down so we can climb.
I will
up and down
also
the
be
hill.
singing very loudly in Tengu.
I can
Make
perform
it very
any
obvious where I
details.
am.
Do I hear him?
Trying to lure them in.
With the exception of Prasak and obviously Victorin, everyone else do a sneak check.
Oh, so I don't even have to do a sneak check. I just decide to be seen in the forest.
Apparently, you see, right?
I mean, you didn't even give me a chance to, set up ambush zone.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Actually get people in, underneath makeshift camouflage tents and things like that.
Okay, so yeah, with the exception.
base
Yeah,
camp.
here's pretty much where my camp is.
All right,
This-
so-
that's like all the traps around me.
All right, so with the exception of Prazak, because she's singing,
I am
everybody,
making it very obvious. I am not attempting this.
everybody else do a sneak check.
Stealth.
I'm in my favorite terrain, finally.
All right, all right.
Actually, I'm gonna actually do it down here because there's actually more trees on the map over here. There's actually more room for our icons.
So yeah, I'll be hanging out on the edge of the forest on my own, trying kind of. Sometimes I'm sneaking, other times I'm not. Basically, I'm trying to goad them to go down the path I want them to go down.
Only.
Boom. There. That's my whole area of traps. And I'm
Oh,
sitting right in the
boy.
middle of them.
You do realize that is a massive area of traps.
I know, I'm just fucking with you guys.
That's like thousands of traps that you'd have to set.
I know. It's a much smaller area. Like I said, it's really only around the camp. So really just the area.
So I guess I'm going to roll my perception to keep an eye out for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are where all the traps would be. And I have my good old buddy Karkendall doing Overwatch above me.
Yep. I have Remy, Samuel, and Alara dug in nearby Pazak, underneath kind of a branches lean-to. That's basically a little camouflage hunter's blind.
Wow, I am really not paying attention. I'm thinking too much. I rolled a 24 for perception to see if I would notice anyone creeping up on.
No, you don't.
Okay. So I'm still sitting there singing in a traditional Tengu melody.
I can't see either.
Meanwhile,
while making a meal. So very loud. The smell of food is all around. Very. See if they'll come.
That was my perception check to try and see if I can find him.
let me see.
Oh, since these guys are both humans, I should technically have a 26 to perception against them.
As far as I know, they were human.
Yeah. Well, Victorin, since you passed, Victorin, you notice that Samuel has an arrow right to his head.
What?
Samuel?
There's an arrow in his head, or he has it pointed at his head?
Pointed at his head. He failed the recession check, so he's going to go after him first.
Oh, so they somehow can see through the hunter's blind that I set up.
Yes.
Okay.
They're that good.
Can I try to do a disarm check
Smell him.
from my hidden position?
Go ahead.
Okay, let me double check. And this is versus his flat foot.
Is it though? Were you stealth?
Oh, I missed.
Nope.
The one time.
Uh-oh.
And this time, he's actually going.
Bizarre Guards doesn't notice any of this. He's just in his own little world, singing, making food.
I guess that's against AC.
Yep.
That's a miss.
All right.
Technically, it'd be against your flat-footed because you
Which
didn't know he
is
was there.
ridiculously high because he's in full plate.
Yep. Yeah, my flat foot is 22.
Never mind.
Damn it!
So, tink. You hear a tink as an arrow shatters off the armor I made for you.
What? Huh? Enemies!
Fell
Enemies!
asleep.
Let's charge!
You don't know where they are. Well, unless they saw.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
Well, I'm also going to order my hawk to try and go after the guy's bow.
Do I find him?
Yeah, you found it. Yeah, you found it. You found the female assassin who's reduced back to a normal reduced back to a normal not crossbow. Reduced back to a normal composite longbow. There you go.
Just a longbow, yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can point her out.
Yeah.
Yep,
She's
I
over
see her
there,
too.
She's over there.
I'm ordering my hawk to go steal that. Because that's what she does. Miss.
Apparently not.
Yeah. She's getting bad rolls right now.
Like, what was that for Kindle?
Perception.
Oh yeah, you see the partners pretty much meet up. Like at least you get one of them.
Cocaine, totally not distraction, totally not distraction. No, nothing that's going on.
Oh boy. Like, all you hear the mission was, damn it, there's more of them. We gotta get out of here.
Can we give chase?
Well, you can get Chase.
Bazak cannot, because he doesn't know what's going on. No one has informed him. And he's surrounded by traps.
I was asking Ty if we could give chase.
Yeah, you get Chase.
Go get him, guys. Don't worry, there'll be mediocrely average soup waiting for you.
And I'm gonna try a CMD attack. Charging this one.
You mean a tackle?
Yeah, tackle.
A grapple? Do you have improved grapple?
No, I don't.
If they do not have a light weapon, it doesn't matter. So if they don't have a weapon in their hand, they're not threatening, so it doesn't matter.
Right. Does a 27 hit their CMD?
Yeah.
All right, I got one. I immediately try and try to find their hands and try and just rip a ring right off. I don't care if I take flesh with it.
Just rip their fucking fingers off like.
Fight it off.
Can't let that happen again. No more teleport bullshit.
Obviously, she steps a couple of feet back and is trying to launch a.
Come on, hit him. The other one's that way.
Launch a bow.
That one's got a bow?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to try and do a charge tactical as well. I think a 31 hits.
Yeah.
Gonna try and take the ring off as well. Alara's following in behind Vikram to cover him.
Damn it!
He said they agree. Cut it off.
Remove the damn ring! Remove it!
Damn it!
Damn it!
Cut it off.
Well, I'm just kidding.
Finger off, Jesus.
No, basically going to grab wherever the ring finger is and just pull it, even if it breaks the finger.
So apparently you break both the wedding finger and the ring finger.
We can worry about that later.
Oh.
Chucking both of those a good distance away from those, I hold them down. Someone give me a hand tying them up.
I'm still basically still on top of this one, the one I have. So they got 300 pounds of dwarf on them.
Smelly dwarf.
This is like the Middle Ages. Probably bathe like once a year.
No.
Oh, you bathe more than that, pretty boy. Apparently trying to sweet talk him.
Yeah, tying this guy up, then gonna put him to a choker hold, knock him out.
Nope. Well, in that case, there. There, little kiss on your head. I'm gonna lean my weight a little bit more forward.
So we're tying up the next one. We're taking both of them back to the camp and throwing them next to the campfire. Bazak, we got guests.
Huh? What? Oh, well, just set them down. The soup's almost done.
Yeah. Well, they're
Stew
basically
or whatever.
Yeah, we pretty much tied up their entire midsection, so there's no way they're moving their arms. They've pretty much been strip searched as well. So I better roll that.
So just shoulder chucker and
35. I do a complete and total search.
Yeah.
All right. Once you're done checking that one, check mine.
Yep. 33.
Alright, yeah, you move all the assassin's clothing and all the other stuff. As well, about
Okay.
1,000 gold each, obviously, because they can carry all the gold around them.
I will throw holy water into both their faces
There are
and then cast detect magic on them to see if there's anything else that we didn't see last time.
no.
They're pretty much in basic clothing right now. That's
Yeah.
about it.
I cast detect magic because it also detects magical effects, not just items.
Other
Do I
than
sense any magical auras?
obviously the chunk trick thing, no.
Alara will sit down in front of the assassins. Well, across from them.
And does the holy water have any effect on them?
No, other than annoy them.
Cool. I cast dispel magic on their tongue trick just to show that I know it's a trick.
How do you know?
You swore
I
at
know
me
lots-
after I put an arrow through your wrist?
Well, yeah.
How's the wrist, by the way?
I found a great dock that was apparently worked for not for cheap. Unfortunately, when I drew it out through his head, my armor didn't exactly work yet.
I'm gonna check her wrist. Heal check. 29. Is it infected?
Probably.
Ooh, bad news. Arm's infected.
Of course.
Oh, amputation.
Bazak,
1 second.
what do you think we should do about the infected arm? I mean, I probably could treat it.
We could just lop it off and prevent the spread of infection.
That is an option, but that's quite painful. We could do proper surgical amputation, or I could try to find some herbs to try and deal with the infection. I mean, we are in my element after all.
Look, and this is the male talking. Like, look, just heal her if you could.
You know what? You and I should have a conversation. I'm going to pick him up and walk.
Hold
him
on, wait. Before you do
over.
that, I'm gonna take a quick seat between the two of them. I'm gonna put my hands on both their shoulders, and I'm gonna cast Bestow Curse on both of them. I need a will save from both of them.
All right. This because it is affected.
Fuck. Ah! Damn it, Ty! Okay, well, they both pass and I failed, so continue.
I'm going to take this guy. Into the forest, away from earshot of the camp.
In the meanwhile, we'll have a conversation with his wife.
Hey, Vikram, before you go, here's a plate, a fork, and a knife.
No. I don't need that to get information out of this guy.
Just take it. He'll know what it means. Have
No.
fun with him.
I have my own way of dealing with people.
Just take it!
I'm already gone. Poof. Yeah, technically, it's not really a poof. It's more of a walking away, and Laura's following Vikram.
I pull out another plate and a fork, a knife, and I sit down in front of the woman. All right, now, we can do this one of two ways. You can tell me what we want to know, or I can start scratching this against this plate for the next hour. You have 10 seconds to make a decision. 9, 8,
I'm going to
7,
quickly put
6.
stuff in my ear.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nothing.
Alrighty, skeeky, 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 skeeky.
While it goes for the next hour.
While I'm doing that for over an hour, we could go over to Vickers.
Yeah. Good distance away in the dark forest.
You hear in the far distance, skeeky, 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 skeeky. Like,
Haley flies away, pissed off.
Remy runs away with her ears covered, going, ah, why?
Yeah. So yeah, I I kind of toss the guy down against a tree so he can kind of sit against it a little bit roughly. And I'm going to kneel down in front of him and say, look, I think we can come to an arrangement. We have 2 clerics and an expert healer in this group. You hired a shoddy doctor who screwed up.
Those all the good ones were being investigated.
Yeah.
Because I was on them.
Yeah, the only reason why Shendu couldn't find him was because he was the shitty doctor that Shendu never goes to. No, these assessors would never go to that guy.
There's no way they would go to that guy. And of course, that's the one guy he didn't go to. That's because I rolled low. I didn't think to look at that one.
Yeah. So, should I be rolling diplomacy or intimidate in this situation?
Depends on what you're trying to do.
I think I'd be more amicable. We can come to an arrangement. You're not escaping jail time, but you give us, if you give us locations of your safe houses, the information on everything you know about who hired you for this job, as well as potentially close some cases for the kingdom's guard, we can help you avoid the death penalty. Maybe even convince the king to allow you to have a cell next to your wife.
Maybe even conjugal visits.
So, Alara's assisting with this, so she auto-assists with a 9 diplomacy, so she can't roll more than a 10. So Victor's going to roll now and try and convince him to give up the information. 24.
After a brief minute, I was like, do you have a map?
Several, actually.
Oh, God. Fucking Vikram's trigger. You have a map? I have lots of maps. Let me show you all of them. Look at this map. This map when I was 5. This map I just made. It's like this one. Maps for everyone. And we're all just like, oh, God.
No, I'm going to pull out my... I'm going to pull out my working map.
Who said the M word around Vikram?
I'm going to pull out my working map of Westwood, which is just the one I keep updating and putting notes on. And I'm going to say, okay.
It's got a little embroidery on the side.
No, it's just in my journal, over 2 pages.
It's got little hearts for eyes.
Well, first let me start with
journal.
Well,
Talks about boys.
Well, first let me start with, and then first he lays out all the various safe houses and stuff. Some of them are actually quite deep underneath the city, so.
Yep.
No, so the mystery of why no one could find these assassin duel is because they checked underneath the city to find where no one could find them. Alright. Now this is tricky. Hey, it sits there and yeah, they're, as far as you know, they're telling the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good, Ted. Yeah, good job.
Bad rolling happened.
He's still distracted by the whole, oh my God, someone wants to look at my maps thing.
No, actually, that was Alara rolling that.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Vicar doesn't have sense motive.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Alright, so he sits down, says, okay, so now that they're done, and sits there and just writes some scribble about the case and stuff.
Yep.
Pretty much he writes out everything you need to know.
Okay. Well, I'll cover at least the preventing your wife from dying from infection part. The prison cell stuff is contingent on this information panning out, of course.
All right.
I'm going to take him back to camp, set him down, and goes, okay.
Meanwhile, the wife says, "Make it stop! Make it stop!"
I can't hear you.
He looks. She looks for enough to try to kill herself, only to find out she doesn't bring enough to the right now.
So I'll stop for half a second. And go. So you ready to talk?
Yeah. My head.
Skinky.
Okay. What?
So, what's the name of your boss? Who hired you? Who is his daddy and what does he do?
Look, all I know is like a.
Where can I find him?
Look, all I know is that a small timberland who apparently is some ex-military or something. I don't know. I don't care. It says, listen, I will give you $2,000 plus the bounty on these heads if they want to kill them. Now, of course, we don't exactly. Now, of course, we're back. Well, of course, we have no pay personal while accepting the person in front of his head. So I said, sure, why not?
So, you don't know anything about your employer. Terrible this happens.
No, I do know something about the employee. He apparently lives in a, what do we call it? Apparently he likes to step in my old hotel. Yeah, the old hotel. No, the place no one news anymore.
So what do you know? Give me something useful, or I'm going to keep doing this. Skiki.
Well, apparently he checks back every week to find out whether or not we find a job or not. Happy?
How long was it when he last contacted you?
About 2 days ago.
So you got about 5 more days before his next contract. How does he contact you?
He just all he says was he sends out a hawk to say, "Yes, I want to contact you."
It's Vikram.
It's fucking Victor. We gotta kill him.
No.
So he sends you a messenger bird.
Yes.
Where do you go to meet him?
Like I said, the whole hotel, at least before they tore it down. And, oh wait, I don't have a map. I want to draw where exactly it is.
I mean, you don't know where it is. Where do you fucking meet him?
I meant I don't have a map to show you exactly where he is. Of course I know where he has him at. Is it one of the,
Don't worry, we have plenty of maps. Fairground!
Is it one of
Find your fucking maps!
Is it one of our safe houses?
Where's that?
I have about 7 or 8, so like I said, I need the map.
I come up with the guy, and I set him down.
I found out so much information. We need your maps. As he's holding more information than I have. Oh,
By far.
never mind.
Okay.
I'm not an interrogator, okay? I'm an information gatherer. I'm not good at this.
Aren't you good at talking with people, though? I mean, I just recently learned how to do it, and I got information out of this guy. Maybe you should reconsider your career
I'm
option?
still working on that. Most people don't like to talk to me.
I am a drow!
I'm a Tengu! Everyone thinks I'm a thief!
Yeah, and people assume that I'm trying to turn them into a slave.
She circles the map.
Racism all around us!
She circles
Fuck this world. We should just set it all on fire!
She circles the map with navigation for her husband.
Yeah, I'm going to hand her a copy of my map that doesn't have his markings so that we can compare the information.
Yeah.
Confirmation's always nice.
Yeah.
Do the maps match?
They're matched.
Loosely?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. Miss Duskblade, if you could be so kind, would you hold down the patient while I clean up the wound properly?
I cast Cure Light Wounds.
infection. That an infection won't be stopped by Cure Light, man.
Would it?
No, we're dealing with an infection. That's a cure disease spell. We're in the treatment phase right now. So
I shall then instead assist with a heal check. Just call me Nurse Pazak. As I pull in some
What is-
gloves. Where's my heal?
what is your heal check at?
Yeah.
I don't know yet. Hold on. $15.
Give me a +2.
Scrabble. Scrabble. Sponge. Sponge.
Let's see.
Rubber
Okay.
mallet.
I think she's gonna live.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, she just got like a +8 for her next fort save for that disease, so she'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
I pretty much I reopen the wound, go in there, clean it up. Wow, well, there's your problem. There's a chunk of my arrow still in your arm.
There's also a sandwich in here.
No eating over the patient. Yeah. I did give her something to help with the pain, but don't exactly have full anesthetic out here. So she's biting on a rag while being held down.
I already knocked her out then. I'm not gonna let her fucking be conscious during this. I would have hit her with the forget me stick by now. I would have done fucking manual sedation here, which is I take a blunt object and I hit her until she's unconscious. She is out.
Only one arm has been loosed. We have a paladin leaning against it and Vikram working on it. We'll be fine.
And she's unconscious.
I could sit on her other arm.
She's unconscious.
Yeah. Alara's going to keep an eye on the husband. Another sense motive check. Not much better.
Nope.
I could sit on him.
No, just let him sit on the stoop, sit on the stump.
I knock him out.
Besides, that didn't work last time.
I knock him out. I don't like people being conscious around me anymore.
Yeah.
I knock him out. Just whack.
Yeah.
Manual sedation.
Oh boy.
Okay, so I restitch the wounds, put on a nice wrapping of herbal leaves, and then some clean gauze.
Get a nice poultice smeared in there.
Yep. Stitch it closed.
All right.
Well, at least this one didn't have to lose her hand when I removed the weapon from her hand.
So, guys, what are we gonna do with these two? Oh, I did find out they do get contacted once a week by their employee who checks up on them. Something you didn't find out.
Yeah, but I got all their safe houses, and that's probably quite a bit of gold.
Well, I hadn't gotten there yet. I spent an hour torturing her with a by scraping this plate on a fork, or this fork on a plate.
And I just used this guy's concern for his wife in about 5 minutes of talking, and he started spilling everything. Most of that hour was.
We have different methods, but they still work the same.
Did you realize that talking to people is more effective than?
Yeah, but I like annoying them. It's more amusing.
But much less efficient, and hilarious.
Much more fun.
From you. Yeah, and my hawk's pissed at you right now.
I flip the hawk a bird and say, deal with it.
She's currently over your hammock. There's something white in your hammock now. She flies off.
I never slept in that hammock, so I don't give a fuck.
So I assume you're going back to town.
Yes.
Or what?
I said, sure.
Yeah, we're going to go to their primary safe house, and then eventually we're going to raid their other safe houses.
And during that time, we'll be waiting for that contact to find out when we can find down their employer. So that's what we're going to be doing for the next 5 or so days. Hopefully the Hawk isn't like super intelligent Hawk that can determine, oh, they've been captured and would do anything about it.
Well, luckily, I have my own Hawk that can act as an anti-air Hawk.
Funny enough, Hawks were actually used to hunt down messenger pigeons. So I mean,
Exactly.
that. So as soon as you see it, you fucking take it down, take the message, and then ba-doom.
Exactly. We'll just set up somewhere. Yeah. So we'll get these into the dungeon. I'll speak with the princess about doing the interim version of the deal where they'll have cells next to each other and they won't be executed. Contingent on the information they gave us panning out and them cooperating with the new guards about other assassinations and the like.
All right, we definitely right away. We have a check right away for it.
Wait, what?
All right away. We do the check for make sure that it's on the up and up.
Yeah, well, we're going to go check out the safe house. We're going to check out the primary safe house underneath Westwood.
All right, you check out the primary safe house underneath Westwood, and sure enough, it's almost like home sweet home.
Wow, it's a
Perception,
pretty nice
keep an
place
eye
you
out.
got here.
22 to check out for traps.
Of
I
course.
shall also attempt to find traps. I think, what was my perception for trapping? 3. Yeah. 42.
Yeah, you find the trap almost
43
right.
for me.
Oh, damn, yeah.
Did
But
I
toward-
find the trap with a 34?
Barely, yeah. You find the...
Usually most DCs and Dungeons & Dragons don't go 30 because according to the DMG,
Yeah.
DC of 30 is supposed to be nearly impossible.
Yeah, we just regularly do that.
and I have a DC of
When you
40...
have a 20-something bonus to your fucking check, because I'm a fucking 10th level rogue.
So, yeah, anyway. Yeah, you find that it's a trap designed so that... Yeah, it's a trap.
I will disarm that trap with a 29.
Yeah. Pretty much it's designed so that...
Enough?
Yeah, it's just good enough because it's designed so that if it's found, it'll burn everything, including you, to the ground.
So I disarm that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's take a... So you said this place is very homely and cozy?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to look for... Do they have any weapons racks in here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to start inventorying that.
Anything from poison to assassins to daggers. To
We're
daggers
destroying the poison.
to poison to assassination daggers. Various forms of long and short bows. As well as where the practice on where to set up for them. Other than that, you have a bed, other than that, you have a living room, a bedroom, and yeah.
Well, I vote we stay here for the night. This is a nice place. Hey, we got a water bed. Whee!
Well, obviously,
Was the bed cleaned up or was it messy when we walked in?
it was messy when you walk in.
Obviously, they've used it recently.
Yeah.
I'm not getting on that bed. There may be sharks in it.
And that's why I sleep on the water bed and he sleeps on the hay bed because the hay
I'm
bed
gonna look for
attracts
any,
horses.
books or journals that they have in here?
Yeah, after a while, you do find out the journal of all the things. They have two journals. One of obviously the ledgers and stuff. Like, okay, who paid them, what their price, and stuff. And of course, you have a side journal on the side.
Ledger is probably pretty boring, mainly numbers, names, and probably even encoded.
Yeah, obviously the first journal is just okay, names.
I can use a linguist skill to perhaps try and code it.
Exactly. Whereas the other one, I would like to read the side journal because that might have
26.
more important information in it.
Yeah, you find out some of the codes and stuff. Some of them are politicians, and others are pretty much. Let's just say this. Let's just say Samuel might have to fire a couple of employees after he gets back.
I'm going to write down those names.
Yeah. Is there anyone that we know?
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
anyone that stands out or seems important to us in any way or significant. Like, like a neighbor, a friend. But hey.
Other than Samuel, because obviously he knows them, no.
Okay. In the personal journal, is it both of their journal or is it only one of them?
Both of them.
Okay. So probably various entries about things.
Yeah.
I would like to read through it. Is it written in common or is it written in some other language?
For the most part, it's written in common because, no one actually goes down
Kai,
here.
by the way, while we're in this area, I want to go outside and I'm going to put a landmine in front of the door outside. I'm just going to arm one right there. So if somebody tries to, come inside, it blows up and takes them out.
Okay.
Boom! It
How
goes
much
off.
of
It's
the
the princess is now missing her leg.
We're in a safe house. The princess shouldn't have any idea where we are. And anyone that does know where this place is, odds are,
Oh yeah.
don't want them getting in.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's buried underneath Westwood, so no one knows what it is unless,
Yep. So what is the general bits of the writing? Are we talking about gleeful assassins that are killing people, straight up psychos, or are they fairly normal outside of killing people on the regular?
Other than, killing people out the regular, and the fact that they're really good at being assassins, pretty much normal. As far as killing people are concerned, they're just business.
Yep. So they're sociopaths, not psychopaths.
No.
Or kind of sociopathic.
Well, yeah, they're kind of sociopathic because they're assassins, but
Yeah.
other than that,
They don't revel in killing people.
no.
It's just business.
Yeah.
They're professionals.
I'm gonna look for any sort of hidden safes or walls or anything like that. Do I find anything hidden?
Give it what the channel else. Okay. Yeah, they find it hidden.
Is it a safe or something like
Yeah,
that? Or
yeah. Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Yeah, it's a safe.
Hey, Bazak, can you work your magic on this?
Sure, I'll take a look at it. I shall
+2.
look for traps with my +2 that that Karkindle just gave me. So that's +30 to my perception.
+2 for me as well. I'll be helping you out.
Well, then that's a 42.
Oh, damn.
Because I would be getting a +4.
Oh, God.
So
Yeah.
40 to look for traps on the safe.
Which there are some.
Fantastic. I shall now try and attempt to disarm.
+2 more.
So that would be a 29. 48 to disarm them.
Remember, I got your back.
Yeah, do disarm it.
Kangaroos are birds of a feather, and then we high five.
Yep, I'm watching this process just because, hey, it's cool to watch them work.
So 48
Now,
puts
was
us
it
on the
red, red,
tracks.
green, or green, green, red?
I think it's orange, black, gray.
I don't think there's a gray there.
I'm colorblind, remember?
I think we both
This is the
are.
gray one. I point to the gray one. This is the blue one. That's the orange one.
That's blue? I thought that was purple.
No, that's blue.
No, that's totally magenta. Come on.
What do we do with the indigo wire that's been striped with dark blue?
That's not indigo. That's clearly,
Plaid.
yeah. I couldn't think of another color. I went blank. But anyway, jokes aside, I assume I disarmed the trap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it locked?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Apparently.
47 to pick the lock.
Yeah.
You poke it, the door just falls off.
I lean to it and I go, shh, it's okay. Just open.
I massaged his shoulders during this, so he's fully relaxed.
And the lock just goes, tink. I just whisper sweet nothings at it and it just opens.
What's in the safe?
Lots and lots of money.
How much
Joel-
money specifically?
Damn, because, yeah. About, at least for this safe house, maybe about 1,000, maybe 2,000 platinum, as well as some gold and jewels.
2,000 platinum divided 5 ways is 400 platinum for everybody.
Damn, that's 4,000 gold apiece.
Indeed.
Plus some jewels, you said.
Yeah.
About how much would those jewels be worth?
Uh,
Theoretically.
I'll
about,
give you a hand praising.
yeah.
I think you can do appraise untrained.
I don't believe so, but I do.
I can
have
at least
appraise.
help. I can at least help you.
I have a.
Because untrained, I think you can get up to a DC 10 for appraise. So I can
That's
only-
weird. I thought I had ranks in appraise, but apparently I don't. So no, I can't do it. I mean, I can roll it if you want me to, Ty, but I only got a +2.
Try.
Then you might want to be helping me instead.
I got a 5.
Nope.
I don't know shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't say anything about it requiring it to be a.
I got a 16 on appraise.
Wait.
Sure.
Hey,
Wait, hold it. Do you know who actually technically could do an appraise for us?
a merchant that has fairness cast on him.
Really?
No. Somebody get Samuel over here. He does get the dwarven bonus to appraise
Oh, shit, that's
non-magical
right. He
precious
is
metals or
dwarf.
gemstones.
Sam, come
All right.
look at this.
All right.
He's smart enough to do it.
Let's see.
As long as his intelligence isn't negative, he gets a +2, so basically on par with the rest of us.
And thankfully, because of what is the service bonus? Give me a second to see what that is.
Yep, you do get a +2 for being a dwarf. Yeah,
Oh,
he knows
oh.
exactly what it's worth.
Oh yeah, you have some diamonds here, some
Dwarf comes over
emeralds,
and goes, "You guys are idiots. This is
So-
what they're fucking worth."
some emeralds here. Oh, a ruby here. If I do this, it's about about 3,000 gold piece.
So 3,000 for the total pot.
Yeah, for the
Okay.
pot.
Mhm.
And as you pretty much rifle
You said
through this,
3,000, right?
yeah.
Okay.
And as you pretty much rifle through the stuff,
No, we're being very careful to properly inventory it. We're professional after all.
okay,
It's just business.
you hear heart flying overhead, or
Wow,
pit.
it's early.
Alay, attack! Ah!
Oh boy.
So she's got multi-attack now. I've got to double check what multi-attack does. I haven't used this yet.
It
I'm not
reduces the
mistaken.
penalty on her attacks.
It's her secondary attacks from a -5 to a -2.
Yeah.
Okay, so she can do 3 attacks at +9. Okay.
Do it.
Oh yeah, they all.
Oh shit!
What's a crit? And I
God.
think it confirmed.
That was her That was her bite. Oh god.
Oh yeah, the prison just crashed and burned
This
right
fucking
there.
hawk just comes up.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
obviously we get the message and we read it. What language is it in?
Because
She does 17 damage to this poor pigeon.
yeah, it
I think
dies.
the average pigeon only has like 3 health.
Yeah.
Well, okay. She rips the pigeon apart and then grabs the message in hand.
So what language is the message written in? Because I doubt they would just write it in common.
I
No.
read this language.
You have a spell that lets you read any language.
I
We
made it
actually
permanent.
know most
I
languages.
made it permanent.
You can't make it permanent yet.
Yeah,
Permanency is a specific spell, but I believe that
I
sorcerers
had-
can get it.
I have the spell.
I forgot what is it written as. Because obviously it won't be in English, common.
Would it be an infernal?
Yes, it does. Thank you very much.
Oh, I can read that.
So can I.
So can I.
So we all look at it.
Like I was
So
just
apparently Sam's the only one who can't read.
yeah.
I can't read Infernal.
Laura can't read it either. She does not know Infernal. She does know Celestial.
I know Celestial as well.
Same here.
She's a
I know
paladin,
like
wild
23
paladin.
different fucking languages.
And I know 27.
Yeah.
All it reads is that apparently she also add the king and the princess bounty, which is about 25. That's 75. Sorry.
Come on, Ty. You can do it. I believe in you.
Thank you. About 7.5. 7.5.
Sound it out. You can do it.
Okay. Was about 1,000 gold. 100,000 gold each. There you go.
Yes.
Still less than what they offered for us. Because I got a blank check. I want those birds dead so badly. Just name whatever. Here's a blank check. Just write however many zeros on here.
So yeah,
I'm gonna
apparently,
keep throwing money at you until you say that's enough.
so yeah, apparently the princess and the king's also being targeted. Though obviously don't know that the princess and what's it called are the same being yet.
But this is not a meeting one yet.
No.
Okay.
I'm surprised they haven't figured out that Malin Selen, who hasn't been seen in months, who
Is-
appeared at the same time that the princess disappeared, is the princess.
Well,
the princess
you
came
know,
back being a
These
fighter.
Asmodeans aren't the smartest motherfuckers. We've discovered that.
True. Because all I did was, cut her hair and dye it brown. And put her in normal clothing.
Well, you'd be surprised how significant of a difference between looks that can cause.
Yeah, true.
You know, shorter hair with a different color and in vastly different types of clothing can make you look.
Well, it
Something
also
that's-
helped that I basically threw the hooded cloak with half mask with it. That's even harder.
So I mean, it was almost impossible to tell her apart.
Yeah.
So yeah, other than
But
that,
I think that should conclude our game for the day. What do you
Yeah.
think?
yeah.
Yeah.
High, low money, always nice.
Ty? Yes.
So you'll just write down in the chat exactly how much we get each.
I already told you how much you got.
100,000 each.
You
No,
got 400 platinum for the session.
it's 4,000 gold.
Yeah.
Plus the
Equal
assassins
platinum
each
co-
had
one platinum
1,000
coin
gold
equals
on
10
them,
gold.
which I think was. Plus each assassin had, what was it, 1,000 gold on them. So that's what was it? Split 5 ways. That's 200 gold per thousand. So that's 400 gold additional.
1,000 gold split 5 ways is 200.
They both had 1,000 gold each.
Oh.
So yeah, I had to
That's
do a
400.
weird roundabout. Yeah.
Nice.
Plus, we're probably going to get some additional gold for other things that we do in
Yeah.
the near future.
All right.
Money, 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 yeah.
Well, hopefully you have
And I,
fun.
of course, stole 500 platinum from Samuel's breweries. Because I'm an asshole.
Apparently. So hopefully you have fun.
Oh, we haven't sold the golden jewels yet. That's been kind of put into a pile. So about 3,000.
Yeah. Well, we probably won't. We probably only get it for like 2,000 because if I sell it to a gem merchant, they're not going to give me its full value.
No.
A fair
Same
value.
thing that happened the last time I sold them gems.
He gave you what, 80% of the value?
I think he only gave me like 50% of the value. I don't remember. Point is, that was fun, guys.
Yep. Well, I thought gems were one of those things that was considered you normally sell close to 100% value because they are almost considered a currency in fantasy worlds.
Regardless, the point is,
All right,
good
guys.
job, Ty. I will point out that you actually gave us some interesting things to do this time.
Other than chase the poor ass millions to death.
Yeah. You actually made it fairly interesting, fairly challenging. You also forced Kiri and Jim Hand to actually fucking do something.
Yeah. I think that's the most important sense is, okay, Remy and Samuel had to do something. I'm like, oh, okay.
And Daniel did something too.
I'm like, well, okay.
What did I do?
Didn't you do some shit this session?
Not really.
Yeah. I kept giving you plenty of chances.
And I kept doing little bits, but nothing really major.
Yeah. So, Ty, I'll poke you later. So if you want to continue that,
Yeah,
sign up.
exactly.
You could write the response now or later. Doesn't
All
really
right.
matter. It's all in text. So.
All right, I'm about to go and watch Russell.
Anytime do we level up? No, I'm just kidding.
No. Anyway, I'm gonna go watch WrestleMania, my friend. So.
And I gotta go deal with my dog. She's been jumping up and down my door for the last 20 minutes.
Oh,
because I won't
boy.
pay attention to her.
All right.
See about dinner.
All right.
So,
Take
it's been
it.
fun, guys. I'll catch you later.
All right. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.